So let's let them have a Pyromancer, whatever. Do 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 do. There's another Pyromancer, but we got a wizard. We have to take a wizard. Wizard is very good. Ah, man, there's a lot of nice cards here. A lot of nice cards. So now there's been 2 Pyromancers and a Gem Crazed, and so Ruby's going to get some nice cards here. Probably a bit too late for me to now switch. You know, it's not late to switch, but I mean, you know, the Pyromancer's not going to come back. If I took this one, that wouldn't get. Excuse me, that's not going to come back. But yeah, we'll take the Wizard. I mean, he is a very good card. Because yeah, we still could go Blood Sapphire. Maybe the Mesmerize will come back because there are a number of nice cards. Probably not though. Maybe the Priestess will, which would be okay as well. But we'll take the Wizard. He is the better card. 2 for 1. Gets a little owl pet. The win had nothing to do with Soul Marble. Yeah, I'm sure. Do 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 do. Boom. Do 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 do. Another Priestess already. There's a burn. So more toys for Ruby. But yeah, we'll take the Priestess because maybe the other one will wheel. Because since no one took this one, then you know, obviously the other one might get taken. But it hasn't been the greatest blood cards that we've been seeing. So maybe it'll come back. That would be nice. Getting 2 in the first pack would be nice. So let's sort by cost. Still, this is good, looking good because this is obviously easily splashable at 1 Sapphire, so we can still prioritize blood. But very good card. So I would not have any issues, going Blood Sapphire, even if I only had a few Sapphire cards. Would be worth it for this guy. Unless, of course, I had terrible transfers out the arse. Because they obviously want you going mono blood. So another Priestess or a Slave. So the Slave probably would maybe get picked. I mean, there's a Repel there, but you know, we could easily go Blood Diamond as well. But I mean, Diamond's getting picked up. I'm surprised that's still there. Someone obviously who I pass it to is going to be happy. I will take the Priestess here. If this doesn't come back, it doesn't come back, so be it. It's definitely nice though. If you get it out early, it can just win you games. Because if your opponents don't have removal for it, and you can not just die very quickly, then you just, pop it, and out come a bunch of spiders, and your opponent shrieks like a little girl, and runs away. So let's see. So as I was saying before, I will do a giveaway after this draft. So I'll give away a Steam game. Mimic is really nice. It is buggy still though. It is getting fixed next patch. So I mean, I could mimic a Corpse Fly. I've got targets of my own that I can mimic, so that's not bad. I mean, the Runic Monolith is good too. The Bombsmith is annoying. I kind of want to deny him because he kills the Fly, the Priestesses, but Mimic is pretty strong. So yeah, a lot of people passing Repel is pretty insane. It obviously means there was a lot of good cards. It's still weird, of course. So we could take a Mazet Ranger, but we might just want to take this out because it's annoying. Annoying to have your dudes tapped. And a Mazet Ranger is just another thing a Bombsmith kills, so we'll deny the Wind Whisperer. But yeah, because the Bombsmith, if it kills a Fly, the Fly already gave us a discard. If it kills a Priestess, maybe we'll get another Priestess. But I guess we take the Time Ripple here. But the Bombsmith onto a Mazet Ranger would be horrible. Like, that would just be like, ugh, I feel sick. Little bastard dwarf killing such a good card, or such a big troop anyway. Especially a flying Mazet Ranger at that. So we'll take the Stoneclaw. He's good. Dwarfs seem to be open. I mean, there's a lot of research librarians. Dwarf artifacts. Could have had some fun with drawing. Yeah, nothing great here. Could take the Infusion Device, and I think I might, just in case I pick up some 3 Sapphire or 3 Blood cards. Yeah, probably the best one to take there. We'll take the Adept. Not that I think I'm gonna. It's definitely not my favorite draft card. and I don't do it that often, man. So I don't know what you're saying. You haven't been around much, man. Secret Lab is good. It really is. It really, really is. So Cavern Commando is not bad. Good blocker. But we'll take this in case we get some artifacts. You know, if we get some Sapphire charges and stuff. Obviously this will get us more cards. We'll see. So I guess we'll just take the Scrivener. Could have took the uncommon, but whatever. You're not always around, don't lie to me, boy. Oh, it's a pony, but we're not in diamond, sadly. But, I mean, obviously we take it, because that can just win games by itself. Especially a pony, then a noble citizenry ponied. A citizenry pony would be bad. So obviously we take this. We hope to get the Corpse Fly on the return. If not, we could probably get the Phoenix Guard Trainer, which would also be very nice. So we'll get something on the return, because let's see, what's going to get picked? You know what? We might not, because there's not many great cards. The Crushing Blow will get picked. The Glimmerglen maybe for the person in Wild. The Guard Dog maybe, but the Bottle maybe. The Oracle probably, the Corpsefly probably, and that, yeah, there's just not enough good stuff for these both to come back. I'd be very surprised if either of them come back. The Oracle might, and I'll be happy with that. But we have to deny the Cloud Knight here. He is very strong. That Life Drain Steadfast Flight is not easy to deal with, especially, like I said, if they buff it with a Noble Citizenry the next turn and then other buffs on top of that. Yeah, can be very, can just win games, like even just as by itself. So that's why I will not be leaving that. Pity I didn't get a legendary there. Let's see what gets passed to me. So no rare or legendary there. So that could mean that whatever it was taken. So nothing great in blood. I'm not a fan of Bolt Pour, and I don't have anything really to sacrifice. Peak, no. I mean, I might just take the Conflict just to deny it. Ruby's getting more removal, which is bad. Especially when it's removal that kills all my stuff. Nothing for Sapphire, really. So I probably just take out the Inner Conflict. But look at Wild's cards as well. Wild's getting some nice toys. Another Briar Legion, a Chlorophilia, Rooster Saw, and Wild Aura. All good stuff. Obviously, the Wild player can only take 2 from the pack. So they would be pretty upset to see all that in the 1 pack. But the Ruby player also, you know, anyone in Ruby getting some nice stuff. But yeah, we'll take out the Conflict. Actually, what do we got here? All 3 diamond cards. So Call the Grave. We've also got some nasty cards that we might... There's a Midnight Shepherd. I might just take him for my collection, to be honest. Yeah, bugger it. Hashtag bugger it. We'll take the Shepherd. I mean, obviously I'm not playing him unless I get Lixil and then a whole bunch of other of these, and it would take a lot to make that possible. I got one of the cards. Lixil would be good, followed by multiple Lixils. Just everyone pass me a Lixil. Okay, thanks. And then we can run Pony as well. There's a bloody another Repel, are you kidding me? And an Inner Conflict? Just, Diamond is like so open right now, and the thing is, I've got these. Maybe we switch. Our blood's not great, so we might do that. But there is also another good Sapphire card, so... But yeah, our blood is actually, you know, if we can... I just can't believe this. That's insane. Because our blood is just meh. So the Wizard is still a good pick though, so I'll take that first and just see if these keep coming back. But alright, nothing great in this pack for anything. Nothing great here. I mean, I probably still will switch to Diamond because I've got those 3 are nice, and all I've got really which is nice here are basically those 3. Priestess is okay, but you know. Anyway, what do we want here? This blah. I guess we'll. Crushing Blow is obviously more annoying than anything. If we pick up repels, it's good to leave those if you get the repels. So sure, I don't have any yet, but I'll just take that. I don't care. And Arcane Shield is nice. Roseline's not bad. This is not bad. I mean, a number of decent cards here. Yeah, I think someone else is taking blood, for sure. I mean, obviously. So we probably just want the Arcane Shield. Yeah, because if we do go Diamond, Arcane Shield on the pony would be nice. So let's take that. What do we got here? Turbulence. Turbulence. So there is an infusion device. Let's do the Midnight Shepherd. Let's do it. No. Let's not do that. I mean, we probably could try. If we got more, we could try. But yeah, let's not do that. Let's take out. We're gonna have a lot of flyers, so we probably want to take out Turbulence here. So we'll take that out. Sapphire or Oracle Song. So the Oracle came back, unless I'm. Actually, no, this is not the same pack. Is it? No, it's not, because I haven't seen the Sapphire Aura yet. I'll take the Oracle Song, though. So let's get rid of blood. And let's get that diamond in. We may even... Let's just see. So we want that. We want that. We'll see if those come back, you know, see what comes back anyway. See you, Mantic. Alright, so what do we got here? Another Oracle Song, I guess I'll take that. So this is the pack. This is the one that had the Phoenix Guard Trainer and a Corpse Fly. So yeah, we'll just take an Oracle. It's, you know, yeah, it's not great. Ugh. Yuck. So I have seen several Briar Legions. Let's deny one of them. That can be pretty dangerous. I mean, I'm surprised it's still there since I have seen at least two. Well, unless of course that's just one returning. I don't bloody know. Let's just take it anyway. So yeah, whatever. Whatever. Next, wrong thing. Sort by cost. Blah. It's all just crap. It's all crap. Could take the guard dog actually. Could take a Fate Rack. I could take Fate Rack and maybe I get a Twisted Fate as well. And because I do have Oracle Songs, 2 of them. Yeah, maybe we can do some sort of mill / blah deck. We'll see. Have a bit of fun with it. Do just some random shite. So, what's that? Artifact or constant? Yeah, we'll take that out then. Do. Yeah, someone probably is running bunnies. Do. Mimic on the pony would be nice, of course. So these are all bad cards. We'll just take the cheap 2/2 guy. Throw him in the bin. Milblar, your favourite? Nice. So there's the Twisted Fate that I figured would come back. So, you know, we can try it. Because it is, you know, obviously, if you have to get super lucky to get turn 2, turn 3. And then obviously be able to hold off aggro is not easy. Crash of Beasts, I mean, obviously we take this. That's a Crash of Beasts. Sort by Shard. So let's see, in terms of Sapphire and Diamond, there's just bugger all. Just bugger all. So we just rare draft this pack. There is a lot of nice, this like Ruby, anyone who went Ruby is just gonna be like so happy. So yeah. And also Wild is just, you know, there's a Boulder Brute, and you know, there's some nice blood cards, but yeah. We'll take the Crash. Just it's a Crash of Beasts. And it goes. Let's just we could even just go Wild. Nah, I'm just kidding. But yeah. Not looking great. We're not going to run Mutate. We're not going to run Soothing Breeze. Everyone's going to be like, no, Breeze! Yeah, Fate Rack, it definitely does do a lot, but, you know, late game, if you get it out, Like, you know, midway through a game, you're probably too late. You're probably already under too much pressure, and that won't help you stop the pressure, obviously. So there is another Fate Rack here, but that'll come back. The other one stayed around for a while. So we probably want the Sappers, because it gets us another artifact on the board, which obviously helps with the Dwarf guys, which we're probably not going to run the Adepts, to be honest. We could run I mean, there's a lot of nice wild cards, and, you know, some more Ruby ones. I sorted by the wrong thing. But yeah, we will take the Sappers here. And then the Fate Rack probably comes back. No breeze. A lot of nice wild cards, of course. Like these guys with Spell Shield are just like, especially when I don't really have anything. I have just like, where's my troops? I don't have any. I have no troops. So, I mean, I could take the pawn, but, you know, just because it does heal you. But the Sappers is the right pick here. Like, the pawn is not the pick, man. So, what do we got here? We got a Buccaneer, which is nice. We got a Thunderbird as well. So now we're getting all the stuff now. I think we need the Buccaneer if we're going to go for mill. Obviously, Buccaneer helps with that. And then we maybe get this on the return. These are all things that help if you're going to do mill. So, but Wild's getting even more nice things. I'd like to take the Thunderbird, but I will take the Buccaneer, because if I go for the mill, then this is helping a lot more. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy! Oh my god! Oh my god, this pack. Obviously we're taking Exile, it's just so versatile. Oh my boy, oh Jeebus. Oh crap. Another Thunderbird as well, damn. That's not good that we're not getting them, because if we get them used against us, we don't really have much ways to stop them. So, but we have to take the Exile. It is very good removal. So, yeah. So by cost. Yeah, we're probably not going to run these. So we're getting close to a playable deck, and we still got... Well, I mean, I guess we are. Still, I don't think I can fit those in. The Wizards are good. All this stuff is good. Maybe 2 Oracles is a bit too many. But we'll see. Maybe even the Arcane Shield is kind of pointless since we don't have enough troops. Which at the moment it is pointless. Sort by Shard. So we get the Repel, so we have to take Repel here. As much as I would like to take the Citizenry, it might come back. And you know, there is another Twisted Fate, which is obviously not bad, but you know, we don't want to just focus completely on mill and then just die because we don't have any answers. We have to take the Repel. It's obviously removal, and a very good one at that. Paladin, oh, there's an Inner Conflict. So the Paladin, we don't have any life gain. We didn't pick up the Ivory Pawn, and that's a very unlikely combo you would hit. You'd have to get those 2 specific cards. So we just take more removal, of course. So, sort by cost. Looking pretty nice. 2 Inner Conflicts, Repel. So far 1 Whisperer, that might go up to 2. So we'll probably take the Arcane Shield out. Oh, I definitely need troops. Definitely need troops, buddy. Don't worry, I know it. We're probably not going to run that. It's not not going to help. So we got what? 1, 2, 3. So there's the other Wind Whisperer I was hoping to get. So that's good because again it helps for the mill. So yep, go for that. Obviously. So by cost, so that's good. So now we got the what? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But this is counting as 2. Still, I mean, this is looking alright because we have a good amount of delay. Oh, we get a Thunderbird. I'm surprised that came back, but we'll definitely take that. Faux shizzle. So maybe we do want to run that infusion device now that we have a bunch of, you know, two threshold. Then again, I mean, it is still only a few cards for diamond, so if we can't play them and we lose because of it, so be it. We'll see. We'll see how many cards we obviously get up to, but this is, so far is looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. We obviously do need to prioritize Sapphire though quite heavily on the. So Captain is a bit too slow, so we probably just want another decent blocker, which is a flyer as well. So yeah, we'll get the Phoenix card here, just because, you know, again, if we can win by a mill, then sweet. Why not? So there's the Fate Rack coming back. So I will take that. I could take the reversion though. I think I saw one honeycomb, which is, you know, and obviously there's other things to revert than just the honeycomb. Just saying. But yeah, we'll take the Fate Rack. Bugger. We'll go with the mill. Obviously, it'd be nice to get this turn 2, this turn 3, then have like Buccaneers and stuff in hand, like Buccaneer and Wizard into yada yada, Wind Whisperers and stuff. So there's another good early blocker. So we're getting almost to a deck that's, you know, that's cheap. You know, they're cheap, so they're great for this, what we're doing here, what we're building. This has actually looked like a pretty nice deck here. This is looking pretty good because not only that, we can actually win with this guy. And the Wizards even, you know, we're not locked into just doing mill. It's, you know, we've got a few. That's how you have to do it. You have to have all, you know, other win cons. So we'll take that just because it gives us another troop. We can also give it flying or swift strike to stop the early aggro. Oh, another Twisted Fate. That's pretty beautiful actually. So we're gonna have 2 Twisted Fates and 2 Fate Racks. So the guy who, yeah, he went on to win. So grats to him. He's the one who had the tournament bugged out. So I get just 2 boosters there or whatever. And let's take the Inquisition. That's some more annoying cards. So we're done. So the deck is actually, you know, that's fine because we got enough cards easily. And we got the mill. We got a good amount of mill cards. And also good delay cards. Like a lot of good delay cards actually. Well, I say a lot. There's, you know, got good removal and all that sort of jazz. So this actually could work rather nicely. So we get in these. We get in this. We get in this. We'll get in that, that. Don't know if about 2 of them, but leave it for now. Removal, double cards, exiles, that. Both Whisperers, so that puts us at 20. We want the Mimic as well. Sort by cost, we probably want to get artifacts, and that way we can throw in the Adepts. So we might even run that, like that. Oh, we need the Fate Racks. So we definitely need the Fate Racks. So sort by cost. So let's have a look. So, so we probably take out an Oracle Song. That's a starting point. 1's okay, 2 probably a bit too greedy. And we might even take out the Stone Claw because we probably are going to want to run 16. So actually, let's see. Obviously, because I can already, you know. Anyway, let's do a 9, 7. And because yeah, if I top out at 4, you know, obviously only 4 of them, then everything else is low. That should be okay. That should be fine. And I could throw in another Oracle. I could still throw in the other Oracle if I really want to. But I might just want, say, a Grimskull with let's see. So we give him, say, Swift Strike because it helps against the aggro. But we've already got the worker bots for that. But yeah, no, we'll leave in both just because, yeah, we have the Twisted. So. And that's fine. It also helps us get to more resources, obviously, if we are stuck on 3, you know, and all we can do is play out those. Yeah, I mean, and we're low cost, you know, fairly low for pretty much everything. And it does help us get to our, you know, getting the thresholds as well. So we can leave it like that, 16. Also leaving in the Mimic is nice, because if we make a Cloud Knight, that'll be sweet if we have 2 of them in the air, because that can just win us the game. We're not going to bother with anti-removal just because we don't have many troops. And so we'll just let it happen because at the end of the day, our main win condition is basically the mill. So yeah, so we're definitely going to get extra cards off this, which is nice because we do need to have that sort of stuff when you're doing cards that don't affect the board. You need to have ways to make up for that, and that's where these come in handy. Obviously, you know, good removal we have, and then the Wind Whisperers help, and the Oracle Songs help, obviously. So I reckon this looks actually pretty good. Yeah, I mean, it could be hard playing some of the double costs, but we are running obviously more Sapphire. Let's do some test draws. All diamond, yeah, that sounds about right. All diamond, all diamond. We would have got Sapphire. We would have actually been fine, because we would have this would have been monstrous. Think about this: turn 2 Twisted Fate into turn 3 Fate Rack, or even another Twisted Fate into it, and then another. You know, so we'd have 2 Twisted Fates and a Fate Rack out. Now, sadly, if we're against aggro, obviously we'd be reliant fairly heavily on the... Whoops, I hit the wrong button. We're fairly heavily on the worker bots to block early on, and then we have a time ripple, and then we'd have to draw into some other stuff. But pretty crazy So let's have a look. So a bit too heavy on the Sapphire there. That's pretty decent. Thunderbird's and a good blocker. And there's the, oh boy, so that would have been a turn 2 Fate Rack, turn 2 Twisted Fate, turn 3 Fate Rack into some blockers, and then even getting a Buccaneer as well. A bit too resource heavy there. Like, that one is a lot of resources. But, yeah. So you're going to donate $5 if I make it past round 1. Alright, that's fair. It's a challenge. Challenge accepted. I mean, I'll do my best, of course. I can only do... Yeah, no, I'm not running 17. That's, you know, I'm running 16, and that's because I agree there, Hollow. I know I always get flooded, even when I ran 18 the other day and got screwed, and then I run 16 and get flooded. I mean, I'm just pretty unlucky lately, anyway. I had a win streak, and then now I have a loss streak, and then yeah, you know, it's just all over the place. But I'm not going to save yet because I do need to go toilet and get a drink, etc., etc. Not from the toilet, but yeah. So I'm going to do that while I've got the 10 minutes, because you know, that's the time to do it. You don't want to have to walk away from the game during it. So I'll be back in a few minutes, and then we will save, and then we'll probably start. So I'll be back in a few minutes, guys. Alrighty, I'm back. So, yeah, I mean, I don't think the infusion device is too important because at worst I can't play these two. Like, there's just two cards that need that for the diamond. Like, if I'm unlucky and I just draw diamonds, of course, that will suck some pretty big balls. So maybe I should actually run the 10-6 even. Maybe I want the 10-6. Look at that, that's terrible. So, that's fine. That's fine. Too many. That should be okay. Yeah, see, that would be fine. That'd be great. That's great. That's risky, but would have been fine. More than fine. Yeah, that's fine. Would have drawn in more cards. Yeah, that would have been good. See, that would be okay. That's risky. Would have been okay though, thanks to the extra Sapphire. Wouldn't have been able to play out the Thunderbird, but that's just the one card getting affected there. Until then, that would be good. That's a mulligan. That's okay-ish. Yeah, that would have been fine. That's fine. That's a mulligan. That's fine. That's fine. See, for the most part, it's fine. So, a majority of those, maybe out of 10 of those, there was probably like 7 fines and a few bad ones. So I think it should be fine. Let's see if I got any socketed stuff. I don't think I do. No, I don't. So let's just save and continue. Let's see how we go. Because yeah, I mean, like I saw, the majority of those were fine. So. Well, I mean, yeah, the mutate could actually work nice as well. It does draw a card, so that will trigger Twisted Fate as well. The thing is, though, at turn 2, like, if I can get turn 2 Twisted Fate into a turn 3 Fate Rack, it's just so hard to beat. Like, I've been up against it many times, and it really is so hard to beat. So what we do in the first game is we run them all, we go hard mill. My opponent then pads their deck and makes it garbage, and then we take them out, potentially we take out one of them for a gargoyle, we'll take out another for a mutate, and then we just have the Fate Racks as our, maybe. Good luck on that $5. I will try. I am a jobless bum. So I definitely would, but yeah, all donations go to giveaways, guys, so, I'm going to be doing a giveaway after this draft, another Steam game. The only ones I've got left are all pretty awesome games, I believe. And then obviously we got the Yazawa giveaway. And there's always going to be more giveaways. Gave away a ton of games. But all donations help out. I've actually bought a 4-pack of a game on Steam, and I still have a copy left. I think it was Mojo something. Full Mojo Rampage, recent game with co-op and stuff. So I'll probably give that away as well, since I've still got one from what I purchased. So yeah, tons of stuff to give away. So we weren't the only one who hadn't saved yet, so maybe someone else had to do stuff as well, which is fair. I mean, that's what this time is for. You build your deck, then you go off, do what you need to do before the game, because once the game starts, you're going to be sitting at your computer for quite a while. So, yep. Still, the deck's pretty sweet. We got the two, lots of ways to delay and just keep happening. You don't believe in this deck? Alright, well, let's prove Seiko wrong. Let's do it. Heart of the cards, let's believe. Valor will give us luck. We're up against bunnies, mayonnaise. So, alright. Play first. So we want one resource, good. Come on, uh-oh. Well, that's a mulligan. I mean, I could keep it just because I have 2 Phoenix Guard Scouts, but I'd still have to draw into... I mean, if I draw into 3, if I draw into a 3rd, that's okay. I don't obviously want to get... if I draw into resources, this would be sweet. But obviously, I could just get stuck at 1 as well. I mean, the odds are obviously fairly high that I'd get 1. Just because there's obviously a lot now in there because these cards are in my hand. So the odds are fairly good. If this was a 2-resource hand, I would keep it. Just because these are really good for delaying early game. So, I think we say YOLO and do it. I think we say YOLO. I might. I mean, obviously this is the wrong decision. I'm just, just because I like to live dangerously. So maybe we'll keep this. I'm wasting time here. Let's do it. YOLO. Why not? He'll be like, what? He'll be like, what indeed? If I don't play a resource next turn. Anyway, let's see if the heart of the cards are with me. There is, 15 out of these cards are resources, so, obviously not a 50-50 chance, but, you need a miracle to whip mayonnaise. Nice one, Fitzel, nice one. So let's see how it goes. I mean, if I get one resource, I'm golden for a good while, because these are great blockers. So if I get a diamond here, that'll be brilliant. Like, anything. Obviously, any resource is great. So the chance is not obviously 50%, like I said, because there's 3 more cards over the resources. But yeah, I did just waste some time there. Boom, there it is. So we can do something. So we can do this, and then we can do this. Hopefully we just draw into a diamond, then another resource. So if we draw into a diamond, then we're gold. Like, this will be the best keep ever. If we can do that, I will, if that happens, that's probably worth the $5 right there, Seiko. But let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. So he's the Blood Wild bunnies. But yeah, I did waste some time there. But, oh well. So he's got a Rooster Saw, which is not great, because obviously if he gets out a lot of bunnies, I just die to that, because I don't have anything to really deal with it. But I do have, 6 defense on these guys, so it's not exactly quick to get through. So there is that. And we do have an inner conflict, technically, so... Boom! Oh, we're on fire, ladies and gentlemen. So now, we'll play out this. We'll then hit Fate Rack, of course. We don't need another blocker yet. Breaking news, Yu-Gi-Oh! Sues Havoc. What? What do I do now? So there we go. Obviously, I'm happy I kept this. We'll attack in. Even if he gets a battle, he can attack in, obviously, for more. If he gets a Battle Hopper out, which he very likely will. So maybe I shouldn't have attacked there, but whatever. Because we're not exactly trying to kill through damage. So, it's not a big deal, though. We're going to have wizards. One more resource. We just need that one more diamond, like I said. And, yeah. This is looking great. Looking great. His hand went from risky to awesome. So he plays a Sensei. That will probably get him a resource if he doesn't already have one. Which then gets him... So I wouldn't have been able to block this anyway. But he will attack here. There's no reason not to. But he might be stuck at 2, which would be pretty awesome. Especially when I kept a 1 resource hand. That would be pretty sick. And then if I could mill resources, that would be obviously even better. But he could just be slow, pretending he doesn't have it. But it wouldn't make much sense because he could have made this a 3-3. Which, because he can't block this, but I'm not going to be, So, it wouldn't make... So, obviously he's stuck at 2. Because it makes no sense not to hit in for 3 compared to 2. So we'll see what he does. If he is stuck, we're going to mill, because the odds are very likely he'll have a resource on the top. If he's got, 7 cards that aren't resources in hand, fairly good chance that he's got resources sitting there. So we do get the 4, so we could just go for the wizard here. I think that's the right move. So we'll go for the wizard. We can just do another wizard. Obviously, if he's got no... He's in Wild Blood, so the owl will start hitting in and all that jazz. This is probably not going to be able to block. So we maybe can just attack in, but we'll leave it back. It's only 1 damage. But we've got, this has turned into a great, great hand. It would have obviously been better to get the diamond, like I said, but, I kept the 1 resource hand. It was risky, and as I said, I didn't recommend it, because it is risky, but, like I said, I calculated the odds. We had almost half the deck was resources. Luckily, the best thing was the top 3 were the resources, so that was beautiful. So this has turned into a very good position, and he's still stuck at 2. That's a first game to me right there. Because this wizard will become... Oh, wait. No, he's not stuck at 2, and he will be able to... Yep, no, he's probably fine. So we would have milled a resource. We would have milled one. But if he had this in hand, it probably wouldn't have mattered. So now he gets to hit in for 4. But we do have the conflict, and that's his win condition at the moment. So we probably just conflict it and swing in with this and this and this. If he's then got Evolve next turn, that'll also be bad. I mean, I don't want this game, of course. But so far, this is his win condition, and it's actually going to hurt. Because he can make it a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... So it's making a 6-6. The runts there was really nice. So we are taking a lot of damage. So there is that. You better get on that PayPal. No, I mean, this is still dangerous, but, I mean, I have got this answered. He will sack it in response to the conflict, of course. Sadly, I don't have a repel. If I draw a repel, then that's even better. Because then he can tap everything and, yeah. But we're going to hit in for 4, make the wizard bigger, and then just conflict this. If we hit a resource again, we can also mill. Um, so we take a chunk of damage here. Obviously, he's got off to a fairly nice start, but you know, we do have the answer for it. Wizard will just get bigger and bigger, so not bad. It's fine. Wild doesn't. Well, blood has the ability to do direct damage with life siphons and stuff, so we don't want to go too low, obviously. So a time ripple, that could also just help delay if we want to do that. So let's attack, might even mill and then just time ripple this maybe, but might even just inner conflict it. Save the time ripple for something more expensive, because he is at 3. So we attack in, and then I'll just inner conflict, which will mean he'll sack this, but you know. Actually, you know what? Inner conflict kind of sucks. That does allow him to heal for a lot with it. So maybe we actually do want to time ripple it here. That's a tricky one. I don't want to spend too much time thinking here, but it's a tough decision. But the inner conflict is not the best way to kill this. We'll play this out and we'll time ripple, because that means I just don't take damage. He'll tap everything again, which allows me to hit in with the wizard again. So, you know, because he will do the same thing, obviously. So I think this is probably the right move, because if I inner conflict, he just uses it to heal when he's flooded the board with even more, and that negates a lot of damage. So let's see what he does here. A Ronin, that's fine. That is not a problem at all. Concubunny's annoying. So now he actually can't even play the Rooster Saw this turn, so that's perfect. It's even better. So he will, pretty sure, just tap everything and attack in here, and then obviously we time ripple. So we'll make it look like we're gonna block. That makes him tap stuff, of course. So what am I doing? So he's like, "Ah, oh, what are you doing?" Ha ha ha. And then I accidentally hit the button and I lose my guys. But yeah, now he buffs every. You know, he'll tap probably everything. He might leave some up, but we want him to tap everything. Everything. And then that Rooster Saw's dealt with for multiple turns. Well, and I say multiple turns. I mean, he plays it again next turn. He won't be attacking with it next turn though. So he is tapping everything. So that's what we wanted. So now we just time ripple. And we say bye-bye. See you later, alligator. Don't forget your toilet paper. So AODs. Oh, Angel of Dawn, right. Yeah, I got one. Let's start smashing that spacebar, because my timer is ticking on these annoying bloody things, etc. But I'm in a good position here. I mean, that time ripple obviously hurts him. Makes the Rooster a 3-drop, and he's tapped out, so we get to swing in. And the best he can then follow up with... I mean, we can swing in and then play another Wizard, so he can't even attack him with that. So we're in a very good position because of this. And the Wind Whisperer stops the dude again, so there's another thing. So, yep. So we're winning with damage with a mill deck. That's funny. So I could play out the Wind Whisperer here, which will then just completely negate. But I think we just go for the Wizard. So bugger it. Come on, out you come. Out you come, second Wizard. Here we go. Keeping a 1 resource hand, and this is how it goes. It's just beautiful. This is beautiful. Beautiful. So now he can't attack in. Now, if he gets an evolve, that'll be pretty nasty, to be honest. I'll take a lot of damage there. An evolve would probably be the worst. I'd still be able to block this though. Yeah. I mean, it still would be bad. An evolve would be the pretty bad here. But if he plays out the Rooster, that's all he'll be doing for the turn, most likely. And we've already got ways. I mean, he will still be able to heal with it, which is the sucky part. So maybe I probably should have played out the Wind Whisperer just so I could tap the thing. But I'm hoping to draw into a repel. Because then he'll just do the same thing as before, leaving himself open and just dying. But we might just conflict and attack in with everything. Oh, and he's also tapping dudes again, which is fair. But he can chump block, obviously. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, obviously we make these wizards bigger and all sorts of stuff. You can't. Yeah, if we're in a conflict here, he obviously can heal for a lot. So we didn't get what we wanted. So I think we just, because he'll be able to heal for what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 9 at the moment. But I can't really. I can't stop this next turn, like he'll swing in for a heap. So I can't play this out. So we have to kind of inner conflict it here and just attack. So we'll do that. He'll chump block some stuff, so he'll lose some dudes. Oh, actually, will he just sack it? I mean, he doesn't need to yet, so he won't. That'd be silly. So let's just do that and attack. Puts the pressure on him, keeps the pressure on him, I should say. But yeah, I mean, if he has a Manti Druid next turn and he reverts that, then I'm dead. Or if he has any, other reversion, then I also die. Like if he has a Bolt Paw, then I die. So it's a risk. But oh well, bugger it. Was able to roll after his gold spiders? Wait, what? Yeah, I was able to roll. So he does chump block these as expected. So it means he heals for less, but he will create more obviously if he wants to. He's going to actually buff this now. I guess he's going to buff it completely and just sack it for the health. That's fair. I mean, we knew this was going to happen. Sadly, we didn't get Repel. Repel would have been the best thing to have ever instead of the conflict, but oh well. Because now he just negates a lot of damage, but these get bigger, and we've still got the flyers in the sky. So, I mean, it's not the end of the world. We don't know what else he's got in hand, though. It means he doesn't have a Bolt Paw or something like that, obviously. Do. So, he loses those. He's going to sack this, get 7. He actually only gets 7 health. I thought, well, how did I calculate that wrong? I don't know. Anyway, that's fine. So he's still going down to 12, so we're both at the same amount of health, but obviously my board presence is far better. So I might as well just mill here. Whoops, I always got to click the deck. Let's see what we can mill. We want to mill troops or something? No, not that. That didn't really do much. There's not much point milling here. We're probably going to win with these, but might as well. We've got the resources open, so... Actually, did I have 3 open then? Wait, what? Oh, it's 1, right, okay. For some reason I thought it was 2 to use it. For a second there I was like, what? I could have played out the Whisper? Obviously not. So, I mean, he can attack in with this now, if he really wants to, because I'm not going to block it with that. But, I mean, he can't really race. We'll just leave this up, I guess, or something. Infernal Professor, that's fine. If he hits something bad, then, he gets a Corpse Flyer. Well, that's nice for him. That's really nice for him. That was some money right there. That was really nice. So I lose my Wind Whisperer now, which is annoying, because now the Fly will kill an Owl, which is sad. So I lose an Owl and the Wind Whisperer. That's pretty saddening. And he's still got 2 open, so he could have Wild Growths or something. Will he attack with this? Probably. And he might also just use the resource. He could have a Wild Growth and then just make more Hoppers, which allows him to... Anyway, we'll see. So, we want to leave this up. We want to leave something up to kill this. So we probably just attack with this. Leave this one up. Attack with everything except that, and obviously this, and one of these. Probably. Probably the way to go. And then maybe he blocks the wrong Owl. We'll see. Another Fate Rack. Alright. Get to mill some more. So we shall do that. So, Fate Rack, go! Well, now we could probably just sit here and play defensive, to be honest. Because obviously he's going to have chump blockers for days for these, and we don't have ways to give them flying. So maybe we just sit back. Maybe we just sit back. I will still attack with the Owls, though. We'll lose one, but then the other one keeps getting buffed. One wizard keeps getting buffed. But we can probably just sit back with everything, including the wizards. So, because yeah, this is going to be pretty quick now to mill, thanks to 2 Fate Racks. It's 4 cards a turn. So we will attack with these, leaving these up, which then he will obviously block. Maybe we still attack with this, but again, he just chump blocks them forever, so there's no point. We just sit on the defense and win with mill, which is what the deck was designed for. So, Pity we didn't have a Twisted Fate out earlier. Then this would probably be over in a few turns. So he's going to make a dude, of course. He will. I'm pretty sure he's going to block. It'd be strange for him not to block here because he can't get through with the fly to do damage to me. Now, if he has an Onslaught in the deck, well then GG, I lose. Like, especially if he's got it in hand and he's just waiting for a 6th resource. If he's got that, this is going to be extremely hard to beat this guy, beat his deck. Getting past round 1 will be extremely hard. So he blocks that one, which was part of this one. So this one gets bigger. But it's not like I have any ways to make these flying, so now it becomes a 6-7, so that's still a very big dude. But they're not going to be winning me the game, they're just massive defense. You know, sadly I don't have, maybe I could have went Flying Charge Baron, that would have been also very good. But, yeah, we got 2 Fate Wrecks out, so still, it's not going to be exactly super quick. And he has a lot of cards in hand. So, and like I said, if he's got Onslaught, it's just game. So let's hope he doesn't have that. If he has multiple combat tricks, he could kill this. Let's see, if I attacks with this, it goes to 2, it's a 2-2. With the Wild Growth becomes a 5-5. Oh, he's got a Drew. At least this is now going to become a 7-8, which is not big enough. That's not yet anyway. So that's nasty. He's so I guess I need to put him low enough so that this won't kill me. Actually, I still may. He might just attack with everything. So we need to draw something nice here. A Repel would be great. This really does make things troublesome. I mean, he can attack with this. Yeah, it's not enough he can attack. Ooh, that's a nice draw. So we get some more cards, obviously. A resource plus something would be nice. Gets another worker bot. So that's not bad. So we probably... there's not much point playing the Whisperer out. Because we were going to attack in with this, putting him down to 10. He's not going to untap this unless he has ways to heal. Probably still want the Whisperer on the board, I guess. So we'll do that. We can double block this, which is not the greatest. But we'll probably just take 8 damage and hope he doesn't have a Life Siphon or something. Maybe we even just block with these to block 6 damage. We'll play that out. So it puts him to 10. I guess I should have attacked. I mean, he's not, if he... yeah, we'll see. I mean, he could make... he has to win this turn if he's going to do it with Drew. I mean, if he has Evolve, it's game. Like, that's just too bad. Well, actually, it might not be. Might not be. It will be very, very bad for me if he does. But, yeah, we'll see. Him getting that Corpse Fly earlier that made me lose the earlier Wind Whisperer really did suck. Yeah, Wild Growth. I'm going to block it with some things, don't worry. Like, probably these two, maybe. So, let's see. So, is he going to attack with other things? That's what I'm wondering. So, obviously he doesn't have... so, I think I block with both of these to block 6 damage. I think that's the play. Yeah. Does suck to have to do this, but oh well. It's still blocking 6, which should be enough. Unless he has like 3 Wild Growths in hand, in which case GG. It looks like he's got nothing, or he's saving them, because he obviously he's not. Anyway, that's fine. So he can't really untap this. It would be crazy when I've got a Wind Whisperer on the board. A Blood Cauldron Ritualist is definitely good, but we can just tap that. A Claw of the Mountain God actually we can tap also. We can actually just block and... we chump block it and make him take more damage. So there is that. Gigantify, yeah, that would suck. So let's think. Twisted Fate's not good. It's a bad draw. So, we can chump block this, we can chump block that, and if he does untap this, which would be very surprising, because we will, yeah, we'll be able to block. I mean, we can block everything, so we will attack in with this still to get this to us 8-8, just in case he wants to go crazy. Actually, no, he can't, because this will deal 2 damage to him at the start of his turn, so he can't untap Drew. Drew's done. It's dealt with. So we'll just start milling some more. So we hit in just to make this bigger. Why not? Pity this one's not bigger, but anyway. We've got the Wind Whisperer. We can mill and still use this. So we'll mill. He's got 1 card in hand as well, which is good. So we do that, and let's see, which one do we want? We want to probably, let's see, we don't want to block, I mean if he's got a wild aura, I mean they're both going to be 5 damage, so we got rid of a wild growth. Anyway, well, we have to tap one of them, so we'll probably just tap the claw, I guess. So he's down to 7. Did I forget to mill? I thought I'd... what? I don't know. Did I have resources open? Did I? I don't know. Maybe I done goofed, which is a mistake, obviously. Another one of those is a problem, but I mean I still block them, so unless he has tricks. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, so you'd need more than just a wild growth. So we'll make it so this one's tapped. I don't know. If I did forget to mill, then I'm an idiot. So, yeah. So declare attack. So he probably will attack with both. No, so he can't even attack. So he's going to take. He's dying to my owl plus his 2 damage, and obviously getting milled at the same time. So that's pretty funny. That's a bad draw. He gets loses another card. We'll just hit in for 1, making this a 9, 10. Come on. Come on. Now if he does get, like, if I mill him and then he draws an onslaught, that'd be fucking hilarious. Because obviously that would mean I helped him. But that would be like the luckiest thing ever. It'd be funny if we milled one. If we mill an onslaught, I'd be like the happiest person alive. And also it'd be good to know that he's got it in the deck. So a sensei. And a blood and a wild growth. Alright, so nothing important really. So that makes my guy 9-10. We've got chump blockers. Obviously his card in hand was not very useful, otherwise he probably could have done something last turn. He obviously can't untap Drew, so that's not a problem. He's down to 4 now. And he is obviously going to get milled to nothing, so he will be dead on the start of his next turn, because he'll lose the rest of those cards. So he has to kill me here. And he's not able to, so there we go. So the mill wins! The mill wins on the delay. But he definitely had some dangerous stuff. That could really start really hard and fast, because he had, you know, the sacrifice dudes with all the battle hoppers. Like, that's some really nasty shit. Still, our deck is pretty nice, so I don't think there's really anything I need to change. I mean, I could chuck this in with Swift Strike, but it doesn't really deal with anything, so I think we just leave it. I mean, we kept a 1 resource hand and it turned into beautifulness, so let's see what we can do with a proper hand. Well, I mean, technically when you keep a 1 resource hand and you draw into resources, obviously you have a lot of options in that case, like I did. So I was able to get, you know, a lot of stuff out, deal with I mean, if we get a repel or something better than in a conflict for his Rooster Saw. We also, you know, he doesn't have any ways to stop ponies, so if we get a pony out early, yeah, we got a lot of, you know, we got Thunderbirds as well. We could just win with our damage, but he can definitely start off hard and fast with that deck. So if he gets those sacrifice dudes, let's hopefully we see him do a mulligan here. So 1 resource, 2 resource. We need a Sapphire. Oh god, 2, 3 diamonds. So that's bad. He did do a mulligan. I think I'll keep this because I mean it's not like he's super fast. And 1 Sapphire will allow me to do most of this stuff. So we'll you know, I kept a 1 resource last time. Let's keep a 3 resource and just hopefully get a Sapphire. We are running obviously more Sapphire, so the odds of getting a Sapphire are pretty good. So you know, now that most of the diamonds are out of the deck, there's only 4 more diamonds in there, where there's 9 Sapphires. So let's just hope that we don't get stuck on that. So we're on the draw as well. So, but I didn't get Sapphire. I got another Sapphire card. Did he have any removal? Well, he had tricks like Wild Growth and stuff that we saw. I should have looked through his grave technically, but whatever. If he's got it, he's got it. So we need to draw a diamond. Sorry, no. No, not a diamond. We need to draw a sapphire here. So we want to be playing these out. Oh well, we get another fate rack. So that's not the worst, but it's not good. Not good. Especially if he starts flooding the board and gets a rooster saw again. We don't have anything to stop that, and all we can do so far is the fate rack. So if we lose because of this sucky draw so far, then we just go to a game 3 pretty quickly. So we have at least a bunch of time for the game 3. But so far he's just making a bunch of dudes. And yeah, he didn't add more stuff to his deck, but he's got some nice aggression with a Cottontail here. So we would need to get out both of these, which sadly we didn't get the Sapphire. But yeah, it won't get big enough to kill both if we double block with them. So we need to get a Sapphire though. Need a Sapphire, really bad. Sadly not to be, not yet. If we get a Sapphire next turn, we can bring out a Researcher Adept, which would be not bad. So all we can do is bring out a Fate Rack, sadly. We do have 2 early Fate Racks, but that's, we need a Sapphire. If we don't get a Sapphire, we just lose this game. So, if we do get one next turn, we'll be in a good position, because we'll bring out the Researcher Adept. Oh, if he gets a Corpse Slayer here, that'll be somewhat annoying, but not a big deal. But if he gets a Rooster Saw, or if he has one already, because he's almost done his whole hand. And this is not exactly super fast. If we just get a Sapphire, we're fine. Like, if that's his main source of killing me right now, then we're fine. Like, that's not a problem. Looks like whatever he got was probably a 5-cost card, and he's now changed it down to a 3-cost. So it could have been like the Fang guy, the big guy. And if he stuck at 4 resource, that would be great. If he couldn't play it out, because not only it would hurt him while it's in his hand, and it will hurt him when he plays it out. But if you can't do it, the mill can. So Sapphire, heart of the cards. Here we go, Sapphire, and it's another fucking diamond. Wow, the odds of that are pretty damn slow. But that's my luck. Drew would be the worst if he got that, indeed. So we'll mill him because that's all we can do. If that's all he's got for the aggro, obviously we can stop it at some point if we get a Sapphire, and then maybe we just mill him before he gets 2 big guys. But yeah, if he got Drew in hand, if he takes, he's going to take 2 damage here. But if he now plays out a Drew, pretty much boned. So if he got a Drew, that would be amazing. But he's going to attack in first, and yeah. So it's a 2-2 now. I mean, that's still fine. Eventually we'll be able to block it and kill it. We'll trade. It'll be a trade, but I'd be happy with that. Just give me a freaking Sapphire, please, for the love of God. And it's a Tyrannosaurus HEX, so that's also very bad. So, yeah, we probably lose. We need to get a Sapphire right now. If we don't, we have lost this one. We need a Sapphire now, then followed by... Oh my god, are you kidding me? That is quite the jokes, ladies and gentlemen. That is quite the jokes. I should just tap out now, but I cannot believe I got 5 out of 7 diamonds. That is just like... So there we got rid of the Drew. That is just like, what? So Seiko, I think you cursed me by, you guys all cursed me, maybe. So... I cannot believe that. I cannot believe I got 5 diamonds out of the 7 already. That's just wrong. He's probably sitting there laughing his ass off that I'm... obviously, majority Sapphire. I mean, look at all this stuff I cannot play. I cannot believe that. I cannot believe that. So I'm going to take 9 here. I am probably dead regardless of what I do next turn. That is just wrong. And the sad thing is, this is his only good card on the board. Like... He's only got 1 card in hand. I would probably... all I needed was 1 Sapphire, and I probably would have won this quite easily. Because we got the 2 Fate Racks very early. We've already got rid of Drew, which was one of his big threats. And the Wild Growth obviously hurts. That's even more damage. If we can get a Sapphire here... I think we're still... No, I think we're still dead. I don't know. I just can't believe my luck. Cannot believe my luck. So a Repel would be good as well. What the fuck? I cannot believe that. Anyway, let's just quit. That's game. I cannot believe I just drew 6 out of 7 diamonds in a row. Holy tits. I'm like the unluckiest. Data Dragon, what are you doing in the background? What are you doing? 6 out of 7, ladies and gentlemen. 6 out of 7. We only needed one Sapphire. And, I mean, his whole hand was rubbish. It was just dudes that did nothing. Ah, that was a terrible game to lose. To that, to lose that way is the worst, because he just had nothing. Like, I had the answers and everything, and then he would have just had one card in hand. Ah, that is terrible. Ah, that makes me just so mad. See, now I'm tempted to go to a 10-6, and then I'll probably just never get a diamond. Yes, Seiko just put that $5 bill back in his wallet, yeah. I can't believe that. I just cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. I know if I do this, I'll never be able to play. I'll have these and just never be able to play them. And I'll be so upset because they're just so good. 6 in a row. I just can't believe it. I just can't believe it. Obviously, we started with 3, but then we got 3 in a row. Like, that's just amazing. Do I want to do 10-6? Not really. I don't think I'm going to get that lucky twice in a row, unless Data Dragon is doing something in the background. If he is, well then that will happen again. But we'll leave the deck as is. 9-7, and just hope we're not that unlucky again. I mean, that was ridiculous. Not only did he mulligan, he just had crap. Like, I had answers for all of that. I could have brought out, I would have had my 2 flyers out, which would have stopped his Ronin much earlier. I would have then had 2 Adepts out, which could double block his whatchamajiggers. There we go. Alright, that's still not the greatest, but, that's obviously better. So we don't need to draw any more resources now, basically. Oh, thank God he's doing a mulligan again. Oh, he's mulliganed. I keep saying it wrong. So he mulligans again. That's very nice. Mayonnaise has mulligan. So I am going first, which is nice. We got the Sapphires this time. So I mean, this is obviously a much better hand, in a way, kind of. Well, we don't have anything for the Adept to draw a card yet. But we probably can just Oracle Song on turn 3, and because he's probably just going to be flooding the board with rabbits for a few turns. Like last game, he just did nothing. It was just until he got that Tyrannosaurus. There's a good start for him. A turn 1 Ronin obviously is very nice for him. But yeah, I do have Sapphire in the deck. Indeed I do. Indeed I do. So that's annoying, but I mean we can deal with it. We'll take some damage off it. It's not a big deal. Oh, don't do this again, Jimmy. Don't flood me. Don't flood me, bro. Don't flood me, bro. It's so stressful. So stressful. I mean, it wouldn't be so bad if I wasn't streaming, but when you're streaming, it's because you're using up more time and it adds more stress and so he's got thresholds met basically for most of his crap. He hits me for 1. All I can do is Oracle Song, which is okay. I don't mind just doing an Oracle Song. But, that does mean taking another 2 damage, which is okay again. That's fine. Because we will be able to kill this eventually, unless he gets multiple wild growths in hand already. Like, that would be bad.
You're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
That's a tricky one. So I guess we're going to play the Wind Whisperer. Play the Wind Whisperer. Just so we can start tapping this. It'll rage again, but then we can tap it and stop that. And thank you for the follow. I didn't see who that was. I don't really have enough time to look, so I apologize. But thank you to whoever just followed me, and thank you to everyone who's followed me. Thanks everyone for being in the chat, for watching the games. Obviously, I hope you're all having fun, enjoying me stress out like a madman. I hope you're enjoying that. I know my back's sore. I feel like my brain's going to explode. Anyway, so he's going to attack in. I'm obviously not blocking here. We've got a Wind Whisperer, which is nice. So, and it's not like he's doing any of his crazy floods. So he could have some high-cost stuff in hand. And, yeah. No Corpse Slayer potential. Sensei's good for him. That's a nice card. Sensei will get him another card. So he just got back that card. He had to mulligan, basically. But yeah, so we will be able to tap this. So we probably just play out the Wizard here. Yeah, we play out the Wizard. We can now play out the Adept as well, and then get a card. But we'll see. See what we draw. That's a nice one. That's a nice one. Now, we might even just want to Oracle now. No, we'll Wind Whisper actually. We'll get more on the board.
You're off to see the wizard.
Another follower. Flump, thank you, dude. So we'll do that, and we can tap this now. We have another way to tap any other big dudes, so that's really nice. I didn't want to play the, I couldn't really play the wizard yet, because then I couldn't tap this and he could attack in. I could obviously block, but then I would lose the wizard, which is not what we want, and I would also lose the adept, so I might as well just tap it, get another whisperer on the board. So yeah, looking pretty good so far with 2 whisperers. So let's tap this now. So he's at 4, and we tap this, and Bob's your uncle. No more rage for you. No more raging Cajun. Alright, so next turn we'll probably play the wizard, and that way we can just keep tapping. You know, we'll be able to tap once on this again. Yeah, and like Drew's not a threat anymore because we can just tap it straight away and then it's just done. Like a Drew is dealt with instantly by these, so it's very nice. So we're looking pretty good here. Now that we've got these on the board and we're going to have the flyers. Oh, that's even better. That is even better than a wizard. So we're actually going to play the wizard still though. We'll play the wizard still just because it will get bigger. And that'll be probably handy for later, like the earlier we get that out. So we'll do that first. We can still tap this like we need to. We could even attack in with one, but he's probably got wild growth, so that would be the dumbest thing to do. So we'll just do that, and then we tap this again. He didn't play a 4-drop. If he plays a 5-drop now, who cares? It's not going to have speed. We've got 2 of these, and we can play out a Thunderbird and still have, obviously, resources open. If we hit a resource, we can still do a lot. Like this is going to come a 3-4, so this is dealt with. And that's the reason why I play out the wizard here as opposed to the Thunderboard, because then I won't have to tap this anymore. Unless, of course, he has combat tricks. Sure, I'll lose my wizard. So we'll see. I might just leave these both open so I can keep tapping this plus whatever else if he's at 5. If he's not at 5, then very likely he won't be adding anything to the board still. Because, I mean, depending on what he's drawn, he might not add a 5-drop yet or have the... Oh, okay. So, I guess he realized, based on his hand, he was not going to do much there. So we win! So Seiko, thanks buddy for the donations, much appreciated. Thanks to everyone. Oh, so these guys are getting buys. This is cheats. This is cheats right here. What is going on? Where's my buys? Where's my buys? Come on. Come on. But yeah, Seiko, thanks for the donation, buddy, once again. And thanks to everyone who's donated in the past, be it games or Zamula. It's always much appreciated, and it will always go towards more giveaways. So, you know, thanks to that. And also, speaking of, donations and other stuff, if you look below the stream, you've got hextex.tv website. Check that out for articles. Seiko WTF. It's got a Hextex website. Go check that out if you haven't seen it yet. There's also my guild, Elementary. Check that out if you're interested in looking for a guild. There's tons of stuff below the stream, so check all that out and have a look. But yeah, whoo, good stuff, good stuff. The deck is in round 2 now, and everyone else got a buy, so that sucks. But we get to play more, so that's not bad. You disappointed in that Shinhair player? I mean, I did have double Whisperer on the board, a Wizard, Thunderbird in hand, Oracle Song. I mean, I had some pretty good stuff there. So we need resources. Oh, good, 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 good. Very good hand. Very good hand. Monster hand. Beautiful hand. Ah, if I get stuck on 2, I'll be like, what? But, yeah, this is a really nice hand here. And I'm on the draw as well. Woo, Elementary indeed. So, we're obviously going to play a Sapphire first, because then we could also, well, yeah, it doesn't really matter actually, but we'll play the Sapphire first. Well, we'll definitely be playing out the Twisted Fate, unless he brings out something we're going to want to block. But there's the Thunderbird, so there's another, there's the reason to play the Sapphire first as well. Because now if we draw another Sapphire, maybe we just throw out a Thunderbird. It'll probably get burned, because we did see a lot of removal in Ruby in the draft process. So, but yeah, this is looking good. Looking good indeed. So he's Ruby's Sapphire. Ruby Pyromancer comes out. So... I think we just, if we hit a Sapphire, I'm playing out the Thunderbird, and then if he kills it, he kills it. That's not a big deal. Don't care for the Twisted Fate just yet, because it doesn't do, it does a little bit over time. So, wait a sec, what? So I haven't drawn a resource yet, that's not good. So I will play this out, because it does block and kill this, so... I thought, for some reason, I thought I'd drawn into my third resource already. I guess not. So we do need to still get a third resource. Otherwise, we'll still be able to play out a Twisted Fate, and we'll still have ability to block, of course, unless he has tricks. In which case, then yowchi yowchi. But one resource gets me a little worker bot, which helps, of course, as well. So yeah, resource would be fantastic for pretty obvious reasons. So let's see what he does. So he could be stuck at 2. Nope, never mind. So he was thinking probably if he wanted to do a Sapphire for a double Sapphire card, but he's decided to go Ruby. Perhaps maybe he's got a Ruby Lance in hand and he wants to prioritize the Ruby. But if he attacks here, then obviously he has a trick. But he could also just be bluffing. Nope, he's not. So he doesn't have tricks, or he just wants to get this out first because that's obviously nice. So he gets a 3-1 on the board, but it is something with 1 on the back end again. So once we get a resource, if we get a resource here, it'll be great. And we get a Wind Whisperer, so we just play out a Twisted Fate. So that's a bit of a bummer, especially if he does have tricks, because then he'll attack in with both and then trick. But also this is going to give Swift Strike to whatever he plays out now. But it's not like I could stop that anyway. So we need to get the Wind Whisperers on the board. That is going to be our ways to hold back his Swift Strikers, basically. And then we've got the Phoenix Guard Scout and Worker Bots when we get a resource to hold back these two. So we need to hit a resource and then probably just play out these. We can also exile if it's a diamond. But yeah, so if he plays out a Gemcraze Berserker here, that's really, really rough. Because it'll get Swift Strike and probably get the Evasion Gem or a Flight Gem, whatever he's got in it. So we're probably in a lot of trouble here. He also obviously has a Blaze Elemental ready, so he can hit in for damage with that. And I'm stuck on 2. So this is not looking good. Not looking good at all. Sadly. I mean, it looked like a really nice hand, and it still is a nice hand if we hit one more resource, but he may be too fast for us. He may be too fast, because things like Twisted Fate obviously don't affect the board. We will already decided on one sideboard card, which is that Gem Skull blah 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 dude with the Swift Strike. We'll definitely be sideboarding him, and he's decided to kill my dude. I mean, it's fair. It gets in 5 damage, so more damage than what actually more than 5. But he's obviously hitting in for that's a good play. So we probably should just tap out here. So we'll take out a Twisted Fate, maybe a Fate Rack, the mill cards. We'll take out some mill cards because this is going to be too quick. So we might even take out all mill cards. Maybe we'll leave the Twisted Fate in also. But we might take out both Fate Racks because they're too slow against the potential aggro. He's obviously, even just this was a lot of damage, obviously. And then he's got Burn to the Ground, so we can't really afford to take early damage because late game a Burn to the Ground just could kill us. But also he's probably got a lot of removal. So we will be sideboarding the mill out against this guy. So if we miss a resource here, we just quit. We do get one. And he loses a Mentalist. So now we know he's got that. So he's got a good deck. He's got a really nice deck. Mentalist is awesome. But we're still in this because we can put out a Worker Bot. And then we can put in a Wind Whisperer, I guess. Yeah. We'll do that. And we're still in it, but who knows? I'm tempted to just quit. We'll see what he does this turn, obviously. We're not dead yet, because he can't... Nothing's got Swift Strike yet that he's got on the board. So we could just trade a Swift Strike. If he attacks now without... Then he probably has a trick, and then maybe risking this. Maybe we just take the damage. Because he did use the Burn to the Ground. But at least we're going to find out some more about his deck. The longer we drag this out, we can drag it out a bit. We're ahead of time. So if it looks like we're going to lose, we still can stick to it because of the fact that we gained some info thanks to Twisted Fate. Like now we know he's got a Mentalist, which is not good because we don't have really we've got Solitary Exile and Repels and Inner Conflicts. Inner Conflicts don't work against Inspire stuff. Repel doesn't either because he doesn't have to attack with them. Solitary Exile would be the only answer there. So if he attacks with both, then he's got a trick. We probably just block here and take 2. Okay, so he doesn't have shit, so that's good. That's good news for us. If we hit a resource now, that'll be amazing. So, because then we still can tap and also play another one. So there it is. What do we mill him? A Hellhound. Oh boy, this guy's deck is insane. That is insane right there. So, sadly not a diamond, because I would have exiled this. I don't want things getting Swift Strike. I could go for a wizard, but then I can't tap things. But I guess if he couldn't attack last turn, maybe he won't be able to attack next turn. So, let's have a look. What do we got? Options, options, options. Yeah, we'll take some risks. Why not? So we'll play at the wizard. Take some risks here. And, you know, we'll see what he does. I mean, if he gets a speed troop out, well then, yeah. Anyway, we'll see how this goes. I mean, I'd be surprised if I win this game with such the good start he had. I did get rid of some really good cards of his, though. So I don't know what the hell he's got in hand. But maybe he's also got an Ash Harpy. But yeah, so we milled some good cards there. Got some good information too. They are very dangerous cards. Very, very dangerous. So another ruby. So could see an Ash Harpy here, which would be obviously balls. Because we can't then tap it. We'll have Swift Strike as well, so we'll just have to chump block. Well, no, we wouldn't have to, but anyway. I guess he's not doing anything, so that's good news for me. That's very good news. Because now, if I get a diamond, I can solitary exile this before he inspires anything. Sadly not, and it's a card that I would really like a diamond for. So now I think we just Oracle Song and hope to get a diamond. And obviously that'll help in multiple ways. So Oracle, which gets more information as well. And we get a Sapphire, yeah, okay, that sounds about right. So we get rid of a lot of resources for him, so he'll be very happy about that, I can tell you that much. He will be stoked. Stoked beyond belief. So now we just attack with... we attack with both, I think, here. I think we attack with both. Maybe we leave this back as a blocker. Because I'm going to play out the Thunderbird, so yeah, I'll leave it back as a blocker. We'll let it get a bit bigger before we get aggressive. I mean, we've got two good answers here now. So whatever he does inspire with this, we can inner conflict and exile this on my next turn if I hit a diamond. So we want to play out the Thunderbird here, because that can also just go nuts. So we're not going to be able to tap anything again, but we didn't need to the last two turns, so we shouldn't need to again. So still no diamond, but you know, pretty good odds we'll get one soon, hopefully. Next turn would be great. That would be fantastic, especially if he plays like a resource and a 7-drop or something spastic. I mean, if he did, it would probably be something that does multiple, like a 2-for-1 or something, which would be annoying. But he still was not doing anything, which is really, really surprising. I mean, he's got 4 cards in hand. This is why I'm just like, what? So, I'm pretty sure he'd probably be able to kill this. He doesn't need to yet, though. It's not a huge threat just yet. It's just a 1/1, obviously. But, yeah, I mean, he's got 4 cards in hand. I don't know what he's doing. So he's got a Kindling Scar, and that doesn't really help. Maybe he's been waiting for a lot of actions. But that doesn't, you know, that's not a big deal. That is not a big deal. Doesn't get inspired by shit diddly. So, that's the one I passed up, actually, in the first pack. I was like, yeah, fuck the Skarn. So, maybe that now will cost him the game. Take the Skarn, now it does nothing for you. Anyway, so he is going to attack here. So probably has a trick, but we're obviously we'll block. He maybe wants me to block with this. I'm not that silly. I got a little crappy worker bot. If you want to combat trick a worker bot, I'm more than happy to let you do that. He probably has crushing blow. Very likely a crushing blow here. It's a Sapphire, so we just solitary exile that. We get rid of 2 cards. So that's, you know, we lose a worker bot, but whoop-de-doo. We just need a diamond now. Diamond would be amazing. Oh, so he is going to transform. That's a nice play. He gets rid of the Wind Whisperer as well. That's so we need a diamond. 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 Need a diamond. Need a diamond. If we get a diamond here, we probably just win. Because he's down to 1 card in hand, and we have the better board position if we get a diamond. And we get a Twisted fucking Fate. So that's bad. Now we can still play the conflict, thankfully. The thing is, what do we actually want to conflict? Probably, we don't really want to conflict this, sadly. So that sucks. We do want to play out a Wind Whisperer. We're not going to die just yet. This could be a problem. So let's think about this. We attack in. He's got one card in hand. So I think we just have to accept the damage from this for one turn. We could just inner conflict the Skarn, technically. But I think I'll just play out the Wind Whisperer and the Twisted Fate. It's a bit of a risk, but he's only got one card in hand, so... yeah. This will be a 4-5, so... he would need to have an action in hand, which is very likely, and then draw into another one. So maybe inner conflicting this is the right move. But, you know, like I said, I'll take a bit of a risk here. Because we're not going to die to just this unless... anyway, we'll see. It's a risk. I realize this. We'll see how it pans out for us. I just can't, you know, a diamond would have been amazing. Diamond would have been amazing getting out, not, you know, just being able to exile the Swift Strike guy here, the Ruby Enchantress. But you know, this is probably not the biggest threat here, because it does need more actions to turn into a bigger threat. Now, if he has Crushing Blow plus a burn again or something, that would be amazing that he has those after just doing the combo. Like, that would be crazy, crazy. So, he'll attack with this very likely. But yeah, then if we pick up Exile, we conflict, and then we just attack with everything, leave this open. Well, we, you know, can't leave it open, but, you know, we'll leave it up to chump block. But then also we can start healing with a pony afterwards. Anyway, he's thinking really hard here, so he's got options. Obviously not just one card in hand, he obviously has two cards in hand. So probably has maybe a Ruby Lance, and he's thinking, do I want to attack in and then see if he blocks, then Ruby Lance this in response to the block and all that sort of jazz, and then he could also have, if he's got a Ruby Aura, that's really bad. But as long as we don't die this turn here, so we might, if he attacks him with everything, we block here, I think, because this will grow obviously very easily from stuff. We'd probably still lose this, and then would have to be very reliant on getting a diamond. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. He's obviously got some nice options though, because he's thinking really hard. Don't know why he's thinking this hard though. It should be, he's either got a really nice player or it's, you know, go for it or don't go for it. Let's see what he does. So if he attacks with everything, we're in a bit of a pickle. Just with that, so we're fine to take that. That's fine. We're just hoping to pick up this diamond now. So unless of course he has multiple, yeah. So it's just 4 damage. He probably plays out a troop now. Resource. So 1 resource. So how do you think so hard when you've got 1 viable card in hand? You know, that's just like not much. Yeah, diamond, please, please diamond. Please, diamond. Ah, You guys don't understand how good that feels. Come on, let me do it. That is so good. That is so good. That's amazing. That is amazing right there. So do I even want to play out the pony, or do I just want to conflict this? That's a tough one. We also can get another chump blocker, so maybe we just bring out the pony. So bugger that off, you know, the flying, we get rid of 2 cards there. That was beautiful. This deck is amazing. Well now. So we could deal with this. We could also just leave this open, but let's just play out the pony. Because this is not a threat, you know, he needs 2 actions to make it a threat, but this is going to grow, probably beyond its, well, it gets +2, so we can chump block it though. But he could still, yeah, we are at 7 health, so we do need to be careful about this. But we just attack in with these, and then we've got multiple blockers still. So, I mean, maybe I shouldn't have risked it and just in a conflict instead of the pony, but, you know, as long as he doesn't get another action, because he's probably got an action in hand, and he was like, you know, also charge power we have to worry about, but we can just throw everything in front of shit. Like all these, just throw this in front of this, throw this in front of this, and then if he does have, you know, a crushing blow, at least we're going to absorb the majority of the damage. We won't die, and then we'll heal with the pony. So we don't want to throw the pony in front, though. Sure, it will give us health, and we do have a Thunderbird on the board and all this sort of stuff. He needs to probably top deck. If he hits a resource, it'll get him a charge power, which is not bad. But he probably is hoping for a second action to really get the Skarn going nuts, because it will make it a 6/6. So a 6/6 with a crushing blow, you know, that'll make it an 8/8 plus. So let's think. So yeah, say he did a crushing blow. That makes it a 6/6 by itself. So if he only has a crushing blow, we lose this. If you then say burns... Okay, so he didn't have anything. Here I am analysing what's possible and all this shit, and he's just like... But the reason why I thought he had something is because he thought so long the previous turn. So, and then he thought so long again. So now we're going to throw in this guy. We're going to take out a Fate Rack. Actually, we're going to take out both Fate Racks. We're throwing in the Swift Strike guy, because obviously there's very good reasons to have him in. Because a lot of things with 1 health. So we throw him in, and we, you know, anyway, so we'll do that. We didn't even have the Fate Racks then, we don't need the Fate Racks. Sort by cost. So what else can we add? We could go for the Arcane Shield. We don't have many troops. And that's why it's important to probably have something like this. We could just throw in a Scrivener, just to get, you know, another little chump blocker. How much removal did he have? He had burn to the ground. He definitely had stuff that, you know, burn to the ground. If he does it to my face, I can't stop. I don't have a stone skin. Could throw in the breeze. I know how much you guys love the breeze. I think we get the Arcane Shield here. We could just get the Scrivener, because he does trade with things, so it's not horrible. Does give me also a 1-drop, another 1-drop. I mean, the Arcane Shield's probably the correct choice. I mean, even a Mutate is not horrible. You know what? I think we take the Mutate. Because that can give me some options to do some little tricky things and blah. Maybe prevent something from like a... Well, not a Thunderbird really, because it's 1 health. But, you know, maybe we can make something use out of it. It gets us a cantrip effect at the worst, so... And it does combo with the Twisted Fates, which we're keeping in. But we had in the Swift Strike guy, which will definitely do nice. We don't care about the Fate Racks. We could have probably taken out a Twisted Fate, but... We did in the first game, you know, get rid of a bunch of his really good cards. You know, Hellhounds, Mentalist, etc. Which actually, that was the first game, wasn't it? Or was it the second? I don't even know. Very nice hand. Very, very, very nice hand. So this, now I wish I had the Arcane Shield. Because then I get this out and then just Arcane Shield and he loses, basically. I mean, he has Sapphire, but... Yeah, very nice hand. Oh, Skarn turn 1, that's a bit dangerous. But, I mean, obviously you need to have actions to really make it work. But... Yep, we're not going to be playing anything else, so he might just be hitting in for 1 damage for several turns until he gets targets to then hit in this, you know, in turns. So we'll play out the Sapphire just in case we, I mean, I'm not going to mimic this, obviously. A Spearcliff mimic would be better, or even a Wizard, either or. Probably the Spearcliff, I would say, because he does lack flyers. The Sapphire Aura would be the way to get it. So, yeah, probably just going to hit me for 1. Which is perfectly fine, and that's what I'm expecting. I don't expect to see like a burn to the face and, you know, things like that, because while it would make this bigger, he would be using up several cards. So he's off to a pretty good start though. Turn 1, turn 2 play. We need to get our Swift Strike guy, the gem dude. What is it? Blah. I mean, yeah, I guess I could have taken the breeze there. That's a good point. So that's a good draw. That's a good draw indeed. We can kill this before it gets going, potentially. Or if he tries to, you know, use an action to make it bigger, we just kill it in response. Or, you know, we got it on the board now, and he's like, ooh, you know. We can also get the Worker Bot out next turn, so we're going to take some more damage. So what he might do is, well, the biggest he can make it actually is a 2/2 so far. So if he wants to use actions right now, I'd be happy with this. I would be more than fine. So, let's see what he does. But yeah, we can't do this when he's got resources open, because then he might do, well... Yeah, no, I guess we could. It depends on what actions he would have. Like, if I was to try it now and he had a Crushing Blow, obviously he could save it. But yeah. Your main, what? 9 hero meat ship? That's dead. Oh, a Mentalist. That's nasty. So if we hit a Sapphire, we could mimic that, but then we're really slow still. And that is obviously increased in damage. So that's a bit nasty. So we might just bring out the pony and hope he doesn't have removal. If he does, well then that's bad. So we get the Worker Bot out, which will be able to stop these, I guess. Probably best to chump on that for the time being. Inner conflicting with anything would be bad. We'll just see if he has removal or not. If he does, he does. But yeah, he is going to get something probably inspired by the Mentalist, which is that's probably something we'll have to inner conflict next turn. But yeah, him going first with the aggro deck obviously is tough to deal with. Yeah, I mean, I should have taken out both Twisted Fates technically as well. It's only good if you get it out turn 2. If I got, did that, it might be okay. But again, against aggro, I should have taken them both out, which I'll do after this game if we go to a game 3, which is probably likely. So he probably has the removal, and this is going to die now. So if he's got it, I don't know why he's thinking, because I'm tapped out. So there's no... If you got a burn, just kill it. Like, what are you doing? you don't wait. You just, there it is. So he's got a burn to the ground. So he kills it. So that obviously sucks. But he does need another action to have this transform. He can't attack with this, because we will kill it with a... Now, he might have a crushing blow. Yeah, I mean, if he does, then we're probably lost. I guess he doesn't. So we take 5. And that won't grow unless he has another action, which it looks like he doesn't. So he's got no burn. Otherwise, he would have done that to make this permanently transform. So that's good. That's good news. That's some sort of consolation. So we can play out a Researcher Adept, which can't really block much, but it will get us another card. Can play out the Wizard, but that does the same thing, basically.
You're off to see the wizard.
Follow
the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
and Abyss. I'll just call you Abyss. I'm not. I have to just quickly glance, so I'll just say Abyss. Thank you, much appreciated. So this is not great, but we'll do this. We're going to take some more damage, but he's used his burn to the ground, so that's his big direct damage ability. So we'll play at that. We'll draw a little crappy Phoenix Guard Scout, which is okay. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what we get next turn. If we hit a resource, maybe we just do another Adept or something. Maybe I should have left this open and just killed. Anyway, the Mentalist is annoying. If he attacks in with this, I might even just double block it, because then I can bring this out, and then these still can't really get through. He does have charge power. Oh, that's annoying, because that will draw him a card, and it will not only draw him a card but do a lot of damage. So I probably will have to jump block that with the Worker Bot, to be honest. Which is annoying, but it's a charge power for a charge power. But this, this obviously is pretty important right now. But oh well. He's not going to use it, surprisingly. So maybe he's going to see if he can make me do the double block here. But then if I double block, well, if he's got a trick, then I'll be screwed. So maybe he's got a trick. We shall see. So he might not attack. Let's find out. Because he will only kill this. Actually, yeah. So he won't actually kill my Worker Bot. So he probably won't attack. Unless he has a trick. And the fact that he thought so long there, probably, I mean, I don't know. He probably has the trick, but I have to try and see. I mean, if he had the trick, though, and it's an action as well, so I don't know why he didn't attack with this. Because it's not like I would have, Anyway, so he had the trick, and that's bad for me. For obvious reasons. So now he loses everything. So we'll probably go to a game 3 here. But he got off to a very nice start. Now that charge power is going to just pwn me next turn. So there's actually nothing I can do to stop this. I guess I could get the Wizard out. It's probably my best bet here. Just so I can chump block the charge power if he uses it. We take 4. It's not inspired, so it's not the worst. But yeah, we have to get the Wizard out, sadly. If we hit a resource, next turn we can inner conflict something and bring out a Phoenix Guard. Abe Santos. Alright, cool. Thanks again, dude. So yeah, not looking great, but we got plenty of time for a game 3, so just didn't draw too well this game. The Mimic is also probably too slow, to be honest, when he gets such a good aggro. And he's still got 3 cards in hand. The charge power here is nasty. Definitely nasty. So he should probably just charge power and attack with everything. That's probably what I would do here. Because it'd make some tough decisions for me. Blocking, because, I mean, I would have to take a lot of damage. What? Your friend who was drafting on Saturday is now getting a message that he's banned? Did he do any dodgy interactions? Like, I don't know. Like, did he purposely cheat or, you know, sort of thing? Maybe he didn't realize, but yeah. Oh, snap. Yeah, no, this is game. He's off to a really good start here. So he should be charge powering and just attacking with everything now. There's no way I can stop this. Inner Conflict's also a bit slow. The Mimic is also too slow. The Twisted Fates are coming out. If I had those in the hand or on the board, they wouldn't have done anything. So he's only attacking with that, which is interesting. So we just have to take the damage, and then maybe, because we can actually kill that, we can Inner Conflict that, which kinda sucks, but you know, we can get this out as well, and kill this, which we don't need to kill, I guess, because we can just block that. We can also block it there. So yeah, we're still in this, kind of. We get a resource, which is good. That's nice. So we can Inner Conflict the gem craze, but I mean that's something easy to kill. Sadly, no extra resource. So we are going to bring this out and probably just leave the sappers open here, because there's no need wasting a good Inner Conflict on something like these. I mean, this is still a problem because I can't really block it, I guess, actually. So maybe we conflict this, which does suck. Some pretty big balls, but you know, because he will keep inspiring stuff. But I mean, he's almost out of cards in hand, come to think of it. So we are getting rid of 2 cards here, the Sapphire Aura and the Mentalist, but he still will inspire stuff. But he can't get in with this without a trick. If he's got an Arcane Shield in hand, then obviously this is not going to work. So he's got a Time Ripple. Okay. Well, I mean that's not bad, because I mean it's, you know, it's back in his hand, so it's not, you know, I'm not going to be taking damage next turn, obviously. So that gives me another turn to get another dude on the board, where all he's doing is re-getting a dude on the board. I mean, it's still probably in his favor, but I do have another Inner Conflict. I didn't forget the charge power. I can block here. I can block charge power with whatever I want. I mean, I probably will still take some damage, but I know he's still. I don't have mine yet. I'll hopefully get that next turn if I hit a resource. But he's not going to use this now because he wants to obviously get the Mentalist out first, then use it. So I mean, this is looking actually okay for me. This is not a lost cause yet, because this is dealt with. This is pop, if we want to pop it. That we can also conflict. The charge power's still annoying, obviously, but he's only got 1 card in hand. So, I mean, if I was him, I would probably charge power here, because I would have to lose a flyer. And then obviously on my... Yeah, I mean, he doesn't... Yeah, he wants to probably wait till he gets some better cards. So... Yeah, that's strange. That is strange, X-Win. Obviously, he's probably already contacted support. It's, stream's kind of delayed. Try to give it a refresh. But yeah, this guy, he takes a long time, this guy, surprisingly, because, you know, normally it's me who's in this situation. But he wants to think. That's fine. So we could attack, and I'd be more than happy to trade the owl for this. I mean, if he's got a burn or something, then he should have already been using it, so he doesn't have that. But anyway, so he's not attacking, so that's great for me. So now I could mimic... let's see, what can we mimic? I mean, we could mimic his gem craze. Twisted Fate, there's that shitty draw. So we might just conflict and Inner Conflict and sappers here, leave the sappers open. We could have just attack in with this. If we draw a resource off this, that would be very nice. So it's risky, but I mean, he didn't attack in yet. Let's do this. I mean, it's risky, but let's take some risks. Sometimes you have to. If I get a resource, that'll pay off big time. Boom, there it is. You take the risks, you get rewarded, because I'm awesome. I'm awesome, ladies and gentlemen. So there we go. So now we're fine. Well, technically no, because this is still a 5/4. So not really, because we can kill this, but we can't. You know, all we can do is chump block that. So maybe I should have actually Inner Conflicted this. Obviously a repel would be great at this point. So we are going to have to lose something to this, but you know, oh well, we'll lose the owl. So. The Alternate Art Azawa giveaway, it's just an Alternate Art Legendary card that was exclusive to Gen Con. Yeah, it's I'll show that afterwards. I think actually someone wanted to see that last night, and I said I'd show them after the game and I forgot. Maybe I didn't, I don't know. So, let's see what he does this turn. If he gets any sort of removal here, I'm pretty much boned. Pretty much boned. But yeah, we're not going to use this yet until he attacks in. We block this, and then if he tries to trick it, then we just kill it. You know, that's the right way to do it. But this will attack in. Sadly, we can't. We could double block it and then sappers it, but then there's that still. So yeah. So, but if he only attacks with this, that's probably what I'll do. Actually, to be honest, it's not great, but I'll have an answer for this, and then all he'll have is this. He does, however, attack with both. So that does mean I will be chump blocking. Which one do we want to keep? Well, the owl's not that important. The Phoenix Scout's better. So we'll chump with the owl over here. And we'll put this in front. And then we wait to see if he does something here. We may actually even just trade this. Keep the sappers, actually. Or maybe even sapper over here. Because if he wants to trade that there, it's not too bad. Because I am going to inner conflict his flyer. Let's see if he... Yeah, let's just let that happen. And we get rid of the Pyromancer, I guess. Especially if he now does a troop. We can stop it getting inspired. We can inner conflict that, which still sucks. But the charge power we can handle with that. Another Mentalist. That's insane. So we'll stop that getting extra damage, because then we can block it on the ground. So we get rid of the Pyromancer. So I did the right move there, I think. Because the 3/3 Mentalist would have been a bit more of a problem, especially... Well, it's not getting inspired, but yeah. We're still in this game. We can also mimic stuff, but we can deal with that. And it's only inspiring 4-drops, which actually won't inspire the charge power, but actually... Yeah, it won't. So, let's see. So we can mimic the wizard and play it. But we need to kill this, I mean get rid of it, so let's inner conflict that. We're actually still in this, folks, we're still in this, because if we do mimic the wizard, that's obviously going to get me 2 troops. So I could do it now, but I'll play out the Twisted Fate. I don't think I want to mimic the wizard, I don't know. I mean I lost my other good troop, which is the pony, so yeah, we will do that, bugger it. I probably shouldn't have done it yet, but oh well. Since I could have still mimicked next turn and played it, but then if I draw a repel, that could also be important, having it open. Anyway, we'll see. I mean, it's definitely going to be something that could potentially win me the game. But both at the moment, we're both, you know, sort of locked up. This is not a threat at all. We can always block it here. One action by itself will not kill this guy. Well, technically, it depends on the action. If it's a crushing blow or something on this, then we lose the guy. But we can block here. This is obviously not on the board really. It's not doing anything, it's not going to inspire anything but a 4-drop. Now he does have Hellhounds and all that sort of nasty stuff, so we're probably still going to lose. Because that is obviously some nasty stuff. Mimic on the Mentalist will just give me an ordinary Mentalist. It's not going to give me the buffs or anything. It only copies the original state of the card. Alright, so people spamming me. Alright, so he's thinking really hard. So he's got obviously some plays. He's got options. At least he's using more time, because if it does go to a game 3 and I can lock the board up once again, then so look at this, an artifact wizard. Oh snap! But yeah, as DJC points out, it is just the base card. As I said, it's the stock, you know, standard. You don't get any of the buffs. It does not capture the state, just you get the base state of the card. So you'll get a version like this. So it wouldn't be the greatest unless I was to draw into, you know, I mean it'd be nice to mimic it if I had another wizard in hand, because then the wizard would get, so he's got a time ripple, so he's going to use the charge power here and force me to lose. That's a good play. I don't know why he took so long to think about this though, because that's a good play. I can't really afford to let him draw a card, but I also can't really throw away a troop, to be honest. But yeah, he will get another card. He's actually attacking with majority of things. So if he has, I mean, if he has a trick here, then I don't know why it took so long for him to work this out. Because if he's got a trick, or even a burn. I mean, if he just a crushing blow, I've lost the game. And he has a ruby aura. That's amazing. So I lose. I lose everything there. So I don't know why he took so long to think. I don't know why. Like, that was pretty obvious what he could do there. Just attack with everything, do charge power, and then use the ruby aura where needed. Like, and I can't win now. Like, there's just no way. There's no way in hell I can stop this. Now it's a 3-3. I'm on 4 health, so I don't know why he... I mean, let's see what I draw. Obviously that's not going to do it. So we get the shitty Twisted Fates. So all we can do is play out a Worker Bot and the Wizard, which then all we can do is jump block. And he's at 20 health, so we just tap out here. Pretty much. Oops. So let's actually think. So bring out this. It can block here. We chump block the 3. We swing in, make this guy bigger. Then we can maybe turn something around. Yeah, I mean, let's just do one more turn, because we are ahead in time. So let's just see what else he's got in hand. But yeah, so that was, I don't know. Again, like I said, I don't know why he. Yeah, Twisted Fate. We're taking it out. Don't worry. I don't know why he took so long to do that play. Like, that was he had like some pretty god. You know, that was just perfect combo. So yeah, I'm not too sure why it took so long to realize how to do that one. He had a really good combos there. Because I obviously had to block, and I couldn't really afford to throw my troop away for a free, you know, charge power, and so I had to block those things in the gamble that he didn't have the trick. But since he did, you know, there was just really no question about what to do there. So he's thinking really hard again. But again, he's got 2 cards in hand, so he probably has. I mean, yeah, maybe I'll get my repel, but so I will be just jump blocking here. So that's okay. Unless he has a crushing blow, then I just die. But, you know, so be it. So we do that, and then we can attack with this. Hopefully we draw something nice. That's okay. I mean, it gets inspired, so it's not okay, actually, to be honest. Because we don't have enough dudes on the board to block. But anyway, let's see what we can draw here. If we get a resource, we're dead. Basically. We get a Thunderbird, so we can block with that at least. So we will attack with the out, because we do make this a 3-4, which we can do. But then he probably makes... Well, the Thunderbird actually can block and kill that, so never mind. We're actually in an okay position. But he could also just attack with everything and put me low. If he has a trick for that, then this just kills me. Like, if he has just an action, I die. But, you know, that's the gamble we take here. And, you know, doesn't matter if I lose. We go to a game 3 and see what happens. Maybe I'll win a game by time. That'd be amazing. That'd be a highlight, wouldn't it? Havoc winning by time against an aggro deck, especially. That'd be hilarious. So, yep. So if he has an action, any action he wins, and he should also know this, because he knows I have to block here. Well, technically I could take the 3, but if he's, you know, if I don't block there, you know, if he has the action, this goes to a 4-4. But if he has a trick or a burn, I mean, I lose. He's got 2 cards in hand, so very likely he will attack with everything and I just die. So he's actually doing this a lot quicker, so yeah, he's got it. He didn't need to think for 20 years that time because he's got it. So GG. So I'm going to say it already. GG. Because I know he's got it. He's probably got a burn. So we take 2. He could also just burned the Thunderbird also before combat, which would have super killed me. Maybe he doesn't have it, but I mean, I don't know. You know, he could have super killed me many ways. So he does have the burn. So he could have just burned the Thunderbird, right? This would have became a 4-4, and I just died of that. I would only have 1 blocker. I mean, he didn't do that the correct way, but it didn't matter, of course. But yeah, so let's take those out. So we could throw in the Stone Claw. Let's filter out the colors so it's easy to see. So we will throw in the Scrivener just because he does have a lot of things that can block with, and it's a little bit of health over time, and then probably just the Gargoyle, I guess. The Arcane Shield wouldn't be horrible, to be honest. Wouldn't be horrible. So maybe we want the Shield instead of the Scrivener. I don't know. Maybe we even take the Mimic out. No, I think we want the Mimic, just in case we can keep this on the board for a turn. Then we could Mimic it. Maybe we take the Mutate out, actually, and get the Shield. Yeah, we'll take the Mutate out. I mean, there's definitely some things that the mutate would be nice to use on, but I mean, he has a lot of inspire things, which we want to Anyway, so we'll get rid of the mutate, get the arcane shield in, and I think that'll do it. And we save and continue and see what happens. See what happens. See where it takes us on this glorious journey known as hex drafting. It is a lot of fun. a mate on Steam's wanting to play Painkiller, Hell and Damnation, and I'm like, nah, man, I'm streaming. Sorry, later. And he's like, fuck, you're streaming. I think he's been wanting to play it for a few days, but yeah. I mean, yeah, mutate is a cantrip. That's. But I got some cantrips here. I got 2 Oracle songs. I've got double troops here. I got ways to get. We need the arcane shield probably though, because we do need to protect. Like if we can protect a Cloud Knight, and then we get a lot of health from it and a lot of damage in. At some point, it'll also probably trade. So it'll do potentially a lot of work for us, especially if we then can mimic it and have 2 of them. We actually have never seen a Buccaneer in any of these games with this deck. So the Buccaneer would also be somewhat helpful to get rid of the Inspire to make it cost more. Also the Time Ripple, I mean, we got many things we could draw that would be helpful against his deck. Anyway, play first. 1 resource. We need more, 2, 3, alright, 4, alright, calm down. That's a nice hand though. That's a nice hand. Really good to get this guy. Really good, and we're going first. So this is looking like a nice hand, as long as we don't get flooded, because we don't have any ways to filter besides that gargoyle, which is just 1 filter. We don't have a secret lab, so we don't want to get flooded here. Ooh, good luck. So he's had to mulligan. That's great news. That is great news. He is on the draw, so you get the card back, but that's still great. That's great. That makes me feel pretty good. Obviously, I'd like to see a mulligan further down, like just mulligan to 0 and just quit. And then we go to the finals, because this deck is the deck that Seiko said wouldn't make it anywhere, wasn't going to make it past the first round. Let's get it, let's win this whole draft with this deck. That would be amazing. That would indeed be amazing. So, I said I don't want more resources, so calm down. We'll play out this. We could just probably win with a wizard here, because this Grimskull and the Guard Scout are going to hold off a bunch of his aggro. Like, I don't need to show him the Grimskull yet, so I'm not going to play that out yet. But now I want him to play out, maybe he plays out a Pyromancer, probably. Technically, I don't want him to play in anything yet. That'd be, it's better. But it also means he probably has high-cost stuff, so more dangerous stuff, especially if he's got all his 3-curve, because his 3-curve is very dangerous. With all that Mentalist, double Mentalist, the Swift Strike, all that could just kill me very easily. Because 1 damage Swift Strike, not going to stop 3 damage Swift Strike, etc, etc. So we're getting 1 damage here. So that scares me a little, that he doesn't have a 2-drop. Because that means he's very likely got a lot of 3-drops. And that's not good. Because this guy is only good versus the 1 health stuff. So it's good versus Gemcres, Berserkers, and so on. But that is scary, because if he gets a Mentalist out now, followed by another Mentalist, followed by... or the Swift Strike first. There it is. So there's the Swift Strike. So Sapper's Charge off the top would be nice, before he gives anything Swift Strike. Still, we'll probably just play at the Wizard, but a Sapper's would also... I'd probably use it, to be honest, because that could be really bad. So there's a Repel, so that's good as well. That's very nice to draw, so because he can't attack in with that one, so no threats there. Yes, I did say your name, Seiko. I was mentioning how you said this wasn't going to get past the first round, and I'm just like, let's take it to the finals, let's win! So we will attack for 2 here, why not? He's tapped out, so he won't block, of course. And we can still block, many areas. So if he was to attack in with this, obviously I'd just block with the Worker Bot and not risk the Wizard, because the Wizard will get bigger. So we're at least getting him down to 17, which is, not much. But it all adds up, and to see what if he brings out a Mentalist here, that's going to be annoying. But what can you do? We have a Repel at least. His Charge Power is also going to be annoying if he gets out a Mentalist. So he's at 4. A lot of cards in hand. He might even burn my Owl. So it looks like he actually might be attacking here. Nope. All right. So nothing. So maybe he's got some removal. So maybe we just attack. Well, if we attack with this, there's a risk we lose it. In a conflict, that's not what we want to use on that. But we got some good removal, so that's nice. So we don't really want to risk the wizard, sadly. We do. I want to push through damage, but okay. Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting to say the least. So okay, I'll replay that. So he's used a time ripple. So can we now safely attack with this? Maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know if it's worth it. That's a tough one. Because he could kill it. I mean, let's find out. Because he's got crushing blows. I mean, he might have a ruby aura. If he does, we lose the wizard and then maybe lose the game. But let's find out. Alright, so I think I did the right choice because he didn't block. So that was good. Took the gamble and quite possibly played off in a big way because we need to kill him. We need to kill this guy quickly. Because if he has those, hellhounds and all that sort of nuts, well, I mean, they're not going to be a problem. We've already got 2 nice removal cards in hand. But so if that's what he's trying to build towards, really high-cost big dudes, that's actually good. Because we've got answers already. So Wrathseek is fine, because it's not... What is Swift Strike now, of course, but this guy kills it. So that's fine. This guy, they both got Swift Strike, so they counteract each other. He would need a trick, but then we can repel in response and keep this guy. So if he ever does attack with that, it's perfectly fine. So we're in a really good position here, really good. Don't need to waste any conflict on that guy. He's dealt with. There's another flyer that also is a good blocker. Here's another blocker. So he's still got a lot of cards in hand, but these are pretty key here. So the wizard's going to get bigger. We're not going to attack with the wizard here. Well, we probably could, to be honest. Probably could. You know what? Let's do it. He didn't do anything last turn. Oh, he's got another time ripple. Okay. That's fair. I mean, I don't care. That's just more cards that don't do anything. They don't do anything to stop me from, now I can attack with this. And he could... I mean, I'd still kill both things, so I'd be fine with that. So we leave this back, though. So we get to actually still push in 3 damage. We don't have these open, but we don't need them open. Because he can't attack with this because of this guy. So we're getting him down to 10 health. This is looking really nice. Looking really, really nice. Anything could change, though. But he is, he had 2 time ripples. And that's one of the things... I mean, he didn't use them to the greatest effect, of course. But, I mean, what choice does he have, really? But that's the thing with time ripple. A lot of... See, that's great. That's great to see. That's perfect. Because I have the answer. Have the answer. We might even just end a conflict so we can actually keep pushing through damage, yeah. Because it is a flyer. Because he's got flying gem in it. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. So we're in a conflict that, and then just hit in with these. And even the wizard still. So we're golden. We're absolutely golden here. He's done for. We win. So sadly I can't do all these. But yeah, we will end a conflict because it allows us to push through damage now. So this is looking mighty, mighty fine. I could even attack with this guy. Because then even if he wants to counter-attack, we can repel and all that sort of jazz. Not that we want to use the repel, but we can chump block. We got chump blockers, so... I may as well just put in all the damage. Then he dies next turn. So I think he's probably saying GG. Yeah. He's saying GG probably. Because yeah, it doesn't matter if this guy rages at all. And even if he does, it's not like he can kill me from 20 to nothing, so... And if he then tries to trick when I chump block, which would be weird... I could repel if I wanted to keep this, but I don't need it. I've got 2 of them. He's down to 4 health. He's dead next turn. You know what? We can actually just play out the... Yeah, he's dead. He's dead. There is no way he can answer enough. See, this is the problem with Time Ripple. Doesn't do enough. Exactly, Seiko. I have people who keep telling me, there is obviously very good ways you can use it, but there's also ways where it just does nothing for you. There is a lot of situations where it just won't do enough. It just didn't do anything to me. Like, I just played out the owl, and so GG. We're taking it to the finals, Seiko. So that's $10 now, yeah. That's double, yeah, every time. So we're off to the finals. This guy got a bye. What a jerk! These jerks getting their buys. That's annoying. So this guy gets a free trip to the finals. Oh man, what some tough fights there, tough fights. Well, that's the thing though. Time Ripple is a very situational card. There is situations where you can maybe turn it into a 2-for-1, or there's a lot of it's got ups and downs. Like there's there's ups and downs to it, basically. Time Ripple is definitely better than Twisted Fate. I'm not saying it isn't. I'm just saying, like, obviously he had two of them and they did nothing. They did nothing. They did nothing for anything. So that was two cards out of his hand that did nothing to stop anything I was doing. Like, they're just not, you know, if it was permanent removal instead or just troops on the board, that probably would have, you know, helped a lot more. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of Time Ripple. I'll Buccaneer all day because you're getting something on the board and you're getting that, you know, bounce effect. But Time Ripple is, you know, there's going to be a lot of situations where you just don't get enough out of it, and then you're down a card because of it. Like, especially if you just use it, in his case, to delay me, that's the worst thing you can do with it. Because all, you know, it's like, oh, okay, you delayed me, whoop-de-doo. That's, you know, if you've lost the card, I didn't lose shit. You know, it's just not doing enough. So that's kind of annoying to see, that champion, but we got a pretty nice hand. We finally get to see the Buccaneer, which is not great against Blood because he probably has Corpse Flies, but he should have other stuff to bounce. Anyway, we're in the finals. Holy moly. We're in the finals with this deck. Now, sadly, this is not the change deck. We probably just want to change it to non-mill again. Depends on what he's doing. He's Ruby Blood. But, you know, it is back to the mill state. It goes always back to the default state. So we play out a Sapphire just in case we draw into a Thunderbird, because then we could play it out thanks to the second Sapphire here. The Thunderbird will die to his charge power when he gets the 4 resource, so we'll get some damage in with it. So it wouldn't be horrible, because we will want to use his charge power on something anyway. But, you know, that'd probably be okay. And if he doesn't get to the 4th resource in time, then, you know, if he gets stuck. Yeah, I do have a Buccaneer still. Sadly, I can't Buccaneer this yet, but oh well. We just bring out the Phoenix Guard, which then means he can't attack, which is not bad. Yeah, also in a situation where you make your opponent double block so they can kill a guy, you then Time Ripple one of them, so you kill your guy and keep yours alive. That's also a very good use of Time Ripple. It's probably one of the better uses, because you'll obviously... not only will you make your opponent play out a troop again, you know, waste their turn playing out a troop that they already had on the board, they also will, you know, like I said, if you use it properly, you'll get rid of one of their troops, so using it as a combat trick, and you keep your guy alive, and you're possibly pushing in other damage during the turn. So, you know, that's a good use of Time Ripple. But yeah, you know, you have to have that situation where you've got the bigger troop, and your opponent's like, oh, I need a double block, so, you know, you need to get in that situation first. There's a lot of things, you know, Time Ripple's good if you combine it with other cards. Also, you know, just very situational though, because, you know, you're not gonna. So that's troublesome. But we can Buccaneer that. Not that that's a great thing to do. I mean, we can block it obviously, so it's not a big deal. But we probably we'll see. Might even Oracle Song, because we will have Charge Bot as well. Now he will be able to kill some stuff, but we'll still have one thing. So we'll probably just Oracle Song here and wait on these things. We'll see. So there's a Fate Rank. So if he wants to use his charge power on this to push through some damage, that's fine. And so we're at 6. So we can use this now and not have to discard, so that's good. So we'll get some card advantage here. Does mean, you know, that's what we're doing for the turn. Obviously there's a Fate Rank and a Twisted Fate, so that's not bad when we've got my opponent, you know, locked up basically. If he uses the charge power here, that's perfect because we got a Thunderbird. So I mean, he could have tricks and all that sort of jazz. If he puts like a Ruby Aura on the Gem Craze, well, that gives us a good target for in a conflict, and you know, that's fine. Because at this point, if he kills this with a charge thing, we block here. He then tricks it with a Ruby Aura. That's perfect. That works great for me. Where I just in a conflict, and yeah. So let's see what he does. Let's see if he's going to kill this to push through damage. I don't think he will. He does! Awesome! Thank you. So now the Thunderbird is like, woohoo! The Thunderbirds are go! Thunderbirds are go! I repeat, Thunderbirds are go. So we want him to do a Ruby Aura on this. Right, like, because then I get to kill. Like, sure, it's still going to be a 2 for 2. But, you know, at least we make him use it and all that. He's obviously got something. A Crushing Blow would be annoying. A Ruby Aura would be good to get rid of here. I think it's a Ruby Aura. Could be a Blood Aura. No, yeah, it could be a Blood Aura. Because he's in Blood. That would also be annoying because he'll heal for a lot. But either way, we're still going to enter conflict, so... Sadly, we won't be able to Inner Conflict plus play out a Thunderbird. I mean, I'm sure he's got something here. He's not just going to throw that away for a Phoenix Guard Scout, is he? What? He doesn't have this... Wait, what? Oh. Oh, so there's a bug happening. Oh, shit. Okay. Ack. Didn't even notice. Oh, he's got the Ruby Aura. But yeah, that's... Huh. So why did it do that? Did he only just play the Ruby or something? Bugger. So I mean, I didn't mean to do this. I mean, obviously he's got that, but now he's going to be upset that he had to use that because I will now. So that's affected the game. So now I feel bad. That's not good. Maybe I should just forfeit. Because that has affected the outcome potentially. Damn it. Data Dragon, you still around? What should I do? That's balls. I feel really bad. He's not going to be happy. He's not going to be happy. Ugh. Damn it. So that's, yeah. Because obviously there's no way he would have added the Ruby Aura onto that if I couldn't, yeah. I mean, I didn't even look at the gem. I just was like, yay, block it, woohoo. Shit. I'll see if he wants me to forfeit. I'll do it if he said so. Because he wouldn't have lost a Ruby Aura there. He says it's cool. So, what are we going to play out next then? Probably... We'll see if he plays something this turn. Gore Seeker, okay. So that is a Swift Strike one. So that's dangerous. That is actually very dangerous. We're going to have to bounce that one. So we're going to bounce and Thunderbird. Make that a... Sadly it will get re-inspired, but oh well, it's already a crazy threat, so... His deck is looking pretty nice so far. What's this? Where is the internet police? Alright, so if he's got atrophy, the Thunderbird dies and he draws a card. So we will be able to get a worker bot out, so maybe we want to just go for the mill. I don't think we'd get it with that rage guy on the board. I mean, that guy is nuts, especially if he has like Crushing Blow. He'll just wait till it gets to a critical mass and then Crushing Blow me in the face. We need to draw a Repel probably for that guy. So he's going to replay it here. So that's not good. Oh, he's got a Sniper instead. So bye-bye Thunderbird. So that's annoying. Sniper's good for that. And also now it's a 3-2 because of the Inspire. So bye-bye birdies. Bye-bye birdies. Bye-bye birdie. Maybe we go for the mill. Do we go for the mill? I don't know. I don't know. I don't think we're going to win in damage. Because all we could attack in with is an owl. And that will make the wizard bigger, sure, but it's not going to beat a Swift Striking Rage Dude that's already at 5 damage when it comes back in. Which then goes to 7 damage. Like, the wizard will not keep up with that any day. So, might as well just go for the mill, I guess. See what we draw. If we get a Repel, so we get another Fate Rack, so it's telling me to go for the mill. So we'll bring in this guy. We'll get out the Twisted Fate, and then we can bring out the Fate Rack and mill. And, yeah. We're definitely going to sideboard, though. In, you know, basically the same as what we did against the last aggro deck. Get that the little blah, I forget his name all the time. So let's just do this, see if we hit. We don't want to hit resources, we want him to draw resources because they don't do much for him. He gets his charge power, but better than getting that and that. So that was good. Good mill, thank you. Get rid of a Murder and a Gemcraze Berserker, that's a very good mill. But it doesn't mean you won't draw into a Murder or a Gemcraze Berserker, so Depends on how good his deck is. So we leave back the Buccaneer to block this or this. And yeah, well, I mean, we'll probably still lose. We're not going to obviously probably mill in time. The Wizard will help a little bit, just because it gives us 2 things to block with. But yeah, his Charge Power will kill stuff soon. Still got, we know what his cards are in hand. We know, well, we know one of them, sorry. So yeah, we'll see. I mean, if we get the Fate Rack out, if we get another Twisted Fate and then an Oracle Song, and no, if we get an Oracle Song, that'll be decent. So here comes the Gore Seeker. So it is going to become a 5/2 Swift Strike. So you know we can't block that ever. We need to get Repel for that one. Need the Repel for that one. So let's see what he does if he's going to attack. He's gonna let me trade. So I mean I'll trade, of course. He's happy to do this because he knows I need the chump blockers for this guy. So really, I mean, you know, it's either I trade, I don't trade, I take 3, and then I take 3, so I'll still be taking 6. So it'd still be a lot, and it would still mean I'd die quickly. But anyway, so I don't think we're going to be able to stop this guy. We need a Repel specifically. So Oracle Song into Repel would be great. So not happening there. Now we can play out the Wizard, of course. Get rid of a Mortar Strike. But yeah, we'll see. You know, it's gonna. Yeah, we'll see what happens. So we're gonna mill. Now he is in blood, so I'm gonna keep that Shard in hand since it doesn't do much for me. Keep it in hand though, because if he has a Corpse Fly, we probably want to keep the Fate Rack because mill is probably our only chance to win. If we can delay long, if we draw a Repel, we chump block it here. Hopefully he doesn't have a Crushing Blow or something. I mean, Crushing Blow is only temporary, so we'll take damage, of course. It'll be a lot, but then we can hopefully chump it. If he, he can't get permanent crush. But yeah, and then maybe we can chump long enough. We get a Repel, and then we finish the mill because this is 2 Fate Racks and a Twisted Fate. Can be pretty quick, especially if we get Oracle Song at some point. Like if we get Oracle Song into Repel, that would be pretty amazing. So, yeah, I mean, I guess I could take the first hit. Yeah, take the 7, and then because obviously it's only going to get more. What do you mean? What is Bella doing? So he's actually going to get rid of one of my chumps. So that's fair. He might get rid of more actually. Could have an atrophy. So yeah, we'll take the 7. If he attacks with that, we block here. So yeah, we take. Wait, what? 6. What? Oh, it's rage. Oh, it's only rage 1. Oh, that's okay. I thought it was rage 2 for some reason. I guess it's just the Wrath Seeker that's rage 2. I thought this was the same. It just had Swift Strike. Anyway, so we take the first hit. That's fine. Yeah, if I get Oracle Song to Repel, then that'll be amazing. Or if I just get Repel in general, that will be great. But Oracle Song into Repel will be better, of course, for several reasons. So, oh, Jeebus balls. LOL, LOL. Smiley face, and now we die. So now we just have to take the hit from that again, jump this, and we need to get Repel. We need Oracle Song into Repel. Oh shit, it's happening. The dream is real. Here we go. Here we go. Oracle Song into Repel and an Inner Conflict. We can't play them both in the same turn, but just having them would be great. Here we go. We're living the dream. This is going to be insane. Oh shit, we got something that works just as well. So the thing is though, do we get rid of this guy? I mean, it doesn't really matter, I guess. We'll get rid of the the Swift Strike. Yeah, this doesn't. Yeah, we'll get rid of the Tomb Lord. So we get one of the answers there. So that's pretty decent. Pretty decent indeed. We could also play out the Adept. No, we'll do that next time. So thank you, Oracle Song. We got the dream there. Got an answer. So get in the cage, Tomb Lord. Get in the cage, buddy. What are you doing? What are you doing? Get in the cage. You're nasty. Get in there. Get in the cage. Targeting Twisted Fate, am I right? So we can then mill again as well, thankfully. That's a huge misplay, he says. That's funny. So we're still in this quite nicely here. Now, we could take the damage because he is tapped out, but he will have a charge power, so we are going to block. Well, if he hits the resources, we're going to lose this and have to just block here. But we'll get an Adept and hopefully another troop. I mean, it's still very iffy. Hopefully, I'm hoping he doesn't actually hit a resource here, because if he does, we lose this now. Whereas I want to chump block it, and then his charge power won't be effective to kill this, so I'll still be able to chump again. So we want to chump block here. So if you hit a resource, I mean, if he gets removal and just kills the wizard, well then it's the same boat. But you know, at least we can potentially block here and then block next turn and all that. So that's good. Now if he has crushing blow, we're still going to obviously take a boatload of damage, which would suck. But yeah, so we block there, and hopefully it's just, you know, pick up repel now. Which if we play this out, we'll get obviously another dude on the board, and then we can maybe get a repel off off the card draw. So that would be nice. So I've already milled. So he's going to lose another card here. So seeing a crushing blow get lost would be nice. Obviously he doesn't have a resource though, so that's a bit scary. So I get a resource. That's one more resource will be decent for the worker bot again. So we play this out. See what we draw. Come on, repel. Live the dream. Live the dream. No. We got the resource at least. So we will play out the other fate rack. And so all we need to do is now live. So if he's got one removal, we're still going to chump block. We're not going to take 8. That's too much because he could have a burn to the ground or a life siphon. It's not worth the risk. So we will chump block, even if, you know, especially if he kills one of these. But so we'll mill him a bit again. So I think if he doesn't have removal in hand, then basically I just helped him a bit there. But say he doesn't have the removal. Say all he does have is a resource, and for whatever reason he didn't play it. Like that would be a mistake by him. But if he hits a resource now, all he can do is -1/-1, which is not going to help because I can still chump block. If he got an atrophy, that also doesn't help. Well, it can get him a card, so he would probably use it now if he did have an atrophy. But yeah, we are going to get another worker bot. So as long as we live here, so as long as he doesn't get like a murder and a murder, well, we're still not going to be dead, I guess. We'll take 8, 9, 10. And then if he's got a, you know, so yeah, we should be fine. So he did get a resource, so that's great. He got a resource there. So whatever his last card is, you know, obviously not a resource though, because he would have been able to get rid of my worker bot, which would have, you know, made me lose that. So we're looking pretty good here. We will chump block. We'll leave the wizard though, because I'm a wizard, so we'll leave him alive if possible. So we are gonna, I mean, I think we just have to let that, you know, we don't want to let this get tricked, you know, who cares about the damage? We need this as a chump blocker, it's very important. So we just, you know, yeah, we take some damage. That's, you know, that's fair. He knows I can't really risk losing this to a trick. Because he, yeah, I mean, he probably has like if he has a ruby aura, for example, there's no point putting it on this, it doesn't do anything. So that would be why he's attacking there. So let's see what we draw. We need to get repel. Well, we don't need it right now, but it would obviously be amazing. That would probably secure me the win. So repel off the top, or Oracle Song into repel. Oh, boo. Boo. So we'll play the diamond. We're not out of this yet though, because we are going to get the little dude. So we are going to mill for 4. And then actually, do we mill him next turn? Yeah, we will actually mill him next turn. So he has to win on this swing, because he will lose 5 cards next turn. So yeah, he has to win. And I'm pretty sure he's got a ruby aura in hand, so that doesn't help him win here. Actually, the charge power. Yeah, no, I don't die. I don't die. He'll kill this obviously with the charge power. That sucks. But I can still chump there as long as he doesn't have removal. So he might draw into a removal. But it all comes down to this. Oh, this is exciting. This is exciting. I don't care if I lose. This is exciting stuff. It all comes down to this very turn. This is the turn. So this is dead. We have to chump block here, otherwise we are dead. So maybe he did have removal and that's why he pushed. Actually, you know what? Well, I mean, if he had removal, he could just killed that ages ago, and so I think it is a ruby aura, and that won't get him the win. Depends on what he just picked up, but this is dead. Hopefully this isn't. If this is dead as well, if he kills both, then he wins, obviously, because even this by itself will kill me. Actually, that's not true. It is only 9 damage at the moment. But, wow, he didn't kill this with a charge power. What's he doing? That makes no sense. So I guess he didn't have the win. He's got 2 cards in hand, though. I mean, obviously we block here and block here. Because he is dead to Mills, so... Go jack shit. Go gadget shit. Yeah, I guess I win. So we'll just do that. Because we are going to mill him now. Completely. And therefore, we win. So... Whew! Oh, dude. You donated? Sorry, man. My pop-up thing doesn't want to cooperate and thingo. Let me check my email. There it is. Alright. So thanks for the $5, dude. Yeah, I did get it. Much appreciated. Nate Charge Powers his own dude. Yeah, thanks for that, Seiko, man. Thank you very much. So, we win. Whoa! Man. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. So let's... now, we did win basically by mill there, so do we want to keep the mill? That's the thing. We definitely want to change some things. For example, we want this guy, because Swift Strike on him is nice. So, obviously, he's already kept it. That's fine. Let's actually just make sure. Swift Strike, so he still got it. That's good. So... Because he might pad his deck, so now's the time to just take them all out again. Let's throw in a Midnight Shepherd, go multicolor, and... So, let's see. Sapphire Diamond and Artifacts. So we're at 37, so we need to add in 3 cards. So we probably want a Stoneclaw, gets us a flyer. I need to read the donation message. I don't know if it... I'll have to check. I'll do that in a second. It should tell me, I hope. I hope it says it. Shows it. That... Yeah, I guess we'll get the Mutate. And I could get the Infusion Device, I guess. I'll get the Scrivener though. We'll do that. And we'll save and continue. That'll do. Alright, let me check this message here. I don't think it shows me. Wait. A Lannister always pays his debts. Nice one, dude. Nice one. So, yeah, speaking of, obviously, of Game of Thrones, well, not, a Lannister pays his debts. Anyone who watches it knows what that is. But, or read the books. Who saw the episode last night? I mean, that was some crazy... Well, not... Was it last night, or... I don't know when the episode... Oh, I guess it was... Yeah, it was last night. So, not the best opening hand, but nice that we got the Repel and the Gem Skull, so it's definitely a keeper. But, yeah, I mean, I could have put in the Aura, actually. I forgot that. Oh, well. So, he's doing a mulligan, that's nice. But, yeah, the episode, holy crap, that was a crazy ending. Like, yeah. Oberon was showing off his battle skills, and then just, yep, he let his guard down. And I won't tell you. I shouldn't say too much for those of you who haven't seen it yet. But yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. So he's I think he's having to think if he has to mulligan again here. So this deck might actually go all the way here. I mean, we've got a really nice open. This is a really... Oh snap! He did. He's had to mulligan again. This could be over. This could be over. I mean, that's a pretty... it's really sucks to have to go down to 5. It sucks going down to 6, but going down to 5 is... Ugh. If I get stuck at 2, though, he might be alright. But, sorry, gamer. Well, sorry for those of you if I mean, I didn't say too much. But, yeah. I mean, I'm looking for... I mean, there's so many good shows. It's awesome. Perfect. Nice. We got the answer for that guy. So that's fine. So now he's got 3 cards that are effective, potentially. And some of them have to be resources. So, you know what I mean? Like, unless he's stuck at 1... But, because this is dealt with, it'll do some damage, sure. Like, it'll do some damage, that's fine. But, if we get a Sapphire, oh, brilliant. So, obviously, we play the Sapphire first. We're still going to play out the Gem Skull Sorcerer first, because that kills this without dying. Provided he doesn't have a trick. But if he has a trick, we could, potentially... Well, not really. Can't, we won't have resources open to stop it. But, I mean, that'll be fine, because this dies to a lot of things. Like, It's basically just there to try push through as much damage as it can, and then if it also trades with something, then it's just an added bonus. Not a bad mulligan by him. Not a bad mulligan indeed. But sadly my Gem Skull guy will take care of both of those. And if I hit another Sapphire, I'll get some aggression. I've got good delays here. The time ripple though. Ugh. Dumbledore dies! Oh no! Indeed. Indeed. So this is looking really good. Muted my computer, not caught up. So yeah, I mean I didn't say, you know, what happened obviously, but I'm not going to say any more, don't worry. I'm not going to say any more. But yeah, speaking of TV shows, anyone who hasn't checked it out yet, I say it all the time, check out Red Dwarf. It's on Netflix. It is the funniest show you will ever see. My favorite show. It's made back in the 80s, and you know, it's actually, they just made a new series not a few years back, and they are going to be making more. But I mean, it has a huge cult following all around the world. It is called Red Dwarf. It's a sci-fi comedy about the last human being alive in deep space on a mining ship called Red Dwarf. With you know, I mean, I'll just leave it at that. Just check it out. It is a great show. If you don't like it, money back guaranteed. I'll give you a money back guaranteed. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's free to watch on whatever. So he's actually got some nice draws, but sadly they all get answered by this guy. Obviously he doesn't have a ruby, or he could have a crushing blow, which would be annoying. But we're still going to block and hope for the best. We'll suck to lose this guy because it does answer all this crap. So it would really suck to have him die, because if he doesn't die here, then we win this game. Very likely. I mean, even if he does die, we probably still can win. But it will definitely suck to have him die. But crushing blow. What? What? Oh, that makes me think it's a bit dangerous to try this. Oh, I see what he's doing. I see exactly what he's doing. He's like, well, I want to have this trick on. Well, actually, I don't see what he's doing at all. I don't understand. I don't understand. So, I mean, it's very likely he has it, but I can't really take the 4, and especially if he doesn't have something. So, I guess we'll find out. If he's got crushing blow, at least his hand will be gone. I guess he doesn't. So, we took the gamble there. Paid off. He will be able to now. I kind of had to use this. I have to use it. He's going to lose its effectiveness at one more resource. He'll just minus the damage, and therefore it won't trade anymore. So we did have to. We took out the strongest card there. And we get a exile, so we could also just exile this. Not that we need to, so we'll probably just bounce it. We also get a worker bot, so we're in a very good position. So yeah, we'll just bounce that guy. And if he does, say for example he does charge power my dude, we'll still have the worker bot. But we'll bounce that one for now. Get something on the board. And yeah. Looking good. So, I mean, yeah. I mean, you know, sadly he went down to 5. Everybody's dead, Dave. Indeed. What? What do you mean everyone's dead? Everybody's dead. Shelby? Corby? Everybody. It's such a good show. It's cold outside. There's no kind of atmosphere. Check it out, guys. You have to check it out. Red Dwarf. So we got some people agreeing, you know, saying Red Dwarf rocks. It is indeed one of the, I mean, there's so many moments where, so he is doing the right move there and minusing this. We will then just block here. But, yeah, there's so many. So he's still only got the one open. But yeah, there's so many, and I mean so many. So actually, yeah, we'll just block here. Then again, yeah, I mean we just block there. Block that. And yeah, it's gonna be very hard for him to recover. I need to still get a Sapphire there to actually start putting pressure on, because these are all, you know, meh. So, grew up on Red Dwarf and Doctor Who. Yeah, nice. So yeah, the thing with Red Dwarf though, it's like there's so many moments where I've almost died laughing. I've literally almost died laughing watching that show, and I've watched it many times, and I'm talking many. So that's a decent draw again at. So, do we want to attack here with the Buccaneer? Could exile. Don't really want to exile that though. But, I mean, I guess we just attack, and yeah, I mean, whatever. We'll still have a Scrivener. We'll just see what he does. He might want to wait for a trick for this guy, and that's why, you know, best to leave open the repel, because then he might, you know, maybe he's already got the trick, and so if he leaves the damage through, he will. That's because he's waiting for a trick, and then that's perfect, because then I block, he uses then Swift Strike, we then repel, we win the game. So, you know, that's the best way to use repels, is to, you know, if you've got something that can block and trade with it, and you think, oh, well, he's very likely he's going to do a Ruby, or well, don't just repel straight away, block and force them, either, you know, block and let it happen, or wait for the trick and then repel. You'll get a lot more value out of it. You'll do a 1 for 2, and you'll be very happy. Yeah, I don't understand why Doctor Who is that great. Like, I just don't see the appeal. I've tried watching it, and, you know, it's just, I don't know, I haven't got sucked into it at all. So here we go. We want him to do the trick, what I just mentioned. So, go ahead, do your Ruby Aura. If not, we just trade, so that's fine. Looks like we're just trading. So, okay, that's strange. To be perfectly honest, that is quite strange. We need to still get a Sapphire. So he's still in this game because I'm not getting a Sapphire. Because this is easy for him to remove with, you know, any sort of removal. But, so what's he saying here? All the wrong clicks. So maybe he did have a trick there, which I would have liked him to do. But oh well. So we can play out the Wind Whisperer here, which is alright. Gets us something. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure he had the trick there. You don't want to trade that guy with a with a Scrivener. So, and he did say I'm hitting all the wrong things. So, passing at the wrong time. Okay, yeah, it is actually easy to do. Data Dragon, if you're still around, I think we need to make it. The UI needs to be made a bit more clear that when your opponent has actually gone past their declare blockers phase. So it needs to be more apparent that yes, they've passed that phase, because sometimes your opponents do it really quick, and you're like, oh, I still need to click my button. Oh shit, he actually already declared, you know, not to block, and therefore you miss out on doing some sort of interaction, and it can definitely, you know, can definitely affect stuff. So I mean, I don't know if you're around still, Data Dragon, but I think making it more clear that that phase, that declare blockers thing, that your opponent has done it, needs to be a bit more obvious. Because even I sometimes am just like, has he done it? I don't know. It's like, even, I mean, I should, yeah. But anyway, so what's he got there? Speed. Oh, I mean, that's okay for him. Because I would have to trade. I guess we just let it hit me. That's fine. Yeah, we could just let this block it as well, but it's only 4 damage. So we'll take that for now. We can deal with it later. See, now what we want to do is the same thing as before. We block with, say, this guy, or even just this guy. We'll see what we can do. But we want to leave up a blocker, so then he does the trick, and then we repel, and then we can continue. Now, getting a Thunderbird out now would be perfect, because then we could still do all the tricks. And so Sapphire, there it is, beautiful. Heart of the cards. I mean, we could just tap this, of course, but which I guess I'll do for a turn. That allows me to go aggressive. Is, you know, attack now, put in 2 damage, and then tap, and then on the next turn we do that trick. We could also just exile the damn thing, but we'll save that for later, potentially. So yeah, get in some damage and just tap this. So looking good. Excuse me. Looking good. My timer. Oh, better go a bit quicker. But yeah, Thunderbird's definitely going to help, especially when he's not close to the charge power at all. He's not close at all. So if he has another speed troop, we'll then probably just jump, depending on if it's the same one of these, we could jump one and so on. So we'll exhaust that now. Next turn we get hit in for 4. And then we can exhaust again. All that sort of stuff. Wind Whisperers are pretty damn sweet. Pretty damn sweet, because if your opponent doesn't have the removal for it, then their best troop is negated. So he does have another one. I called it. So I could time ripple here, but I'll just jump. That's fine. We'll save the ripple for later. We don't need this guy. And we will be able to get a worker bot with 1 more resource, so we'll just jump. But I did actually call it. I did say he might have another one of these, and we didn't even, like, that's just amazing. I'm awesome. Calling all the shit. So, I mean, what are the odds of that? Like, really? Sorry, what did I say? You saying them manners, or did I say something wrong? I don't know. I probably did. But Swift Strike, 0 damage. Nice one, mate. Nice one. You did well. So, yeah, we can exile one. I might do that, because, I mean, he's got 2 cards in hand. I mean, obviously, exile's very strong. We're going to still attack in, of course. We can then tap one and repel the other. Didn't get a resource, sadly. So we might just repel. No, we want to save the repel for when. So we're going to exile one, I think. So we want him to trick. We want to use that when he's using a trick, which he won't do when we've got no blockers, of course. So put him down to 10. We could also ripple, but then if he hits a resource, it comes back out with speed anyway. So I will just use an exile here. I'll use an exile. Do 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 do. So we'll get rid of that, and we'll just tap this, the other one, and well, I don't want to block because then if he doesn't do something, I have to then ripple anyway. So sure, it would trade. I don't want to lose a Wind Whisperer though. So that's why I'm not going to use. You know, I want to get the damage in. And if I can do that and just keep his troop negated, well then I might as well save this for later, because I can do that at any point. Like this, I could leave up the Buccaneer when this is out, potentially. So, you know, I can do all that stuff later. I don't need to do it now, you know, when I've got other answers. So I don't need to do that yet. I can do it later, and we'll still get that effectiveness, so. Yeah. So, Gem Craze, that's cool. Doesn't have speed, I don't think. No, so it's the unblockable one. So we do need to hit a resource now would be great, because then he'll probably trick it, because he doesn't want to lose this to a worker bot. So a resource would be amazing. We could also just take some damage, you know, from that. We're still going to be able to negate this. We're still hitting in. Well, he might even block. I doubt it, but we'll hit in still, because we can still negate that. A resource would be amazing, because then yeah we could do multiple things. There it is. Boom. Heart of the cards. I'm on fire. Once again, so that'll probably make him do the trick now. Just that little charge bot alone, and we can also play this out and still do the repel trick. Well, actually we can't tap, so I guess we just wait. We still will attack first though with these two, and we just won't play him out, I guess. Then again, I don't need to do the trick straight away. Like it's like even if I lose this, it's not a big deal. I mean, he doesn't have many cards in hand. We'll see if he even, you know, he might even block. Because he might not have a trick. This will kind of tell us that he doesn't have one, maybe. We'll see. I think we just leave these open though, and this as well. Because if I do play out this, I can't do this and this, which is, you know, kind of important. And he's dead pretty much next turn, so yeah, no need to play this out. We're in a winning position here. So Seiko, what were you saying about this deck at the start? Oh man. This deck takes it all the way. I mean, sadly, my opponent did have to mulligan to 5, and that's, you know, it's extremely hard to come back from that sort of scenario. Extremely hard. So, I mean, I feel for him, because I've been there. We've all been there at some point. It definitely sucks balls. Especially in a game that, you know, you need to win to go to game 3. Oops, I need to... Oh, hopefully he didn't... Nope, that's fine. I can't do the researcher. Just wait, let me tap this. I'll explain in a second. It's because, yeah, I need to be able to... This costs 1. This costs 1, so that's why. So we want to tap that. We want this to attack in. We want him to do a trick. But he doesn't have one, obviously, or he's just not going to attack this turn. But we can ripple the Zoltog as well if we want. But, I mean, he's dying in the air, so... Depending on what he does here, I could just win next... Well, actually, I just win next turn. I just win. Because I will just... I mean, he's got 1 card. Unless he has a burn, unless it's specifically a burn, I just win, because I will tap on my turn and then just hit in for 5, or for more than that. I don't need to do that, though, because he could have a burn, and that will fuck over my plan, and then I possibly am the one in trouble. So while I could do that, and while it's not a horrible plan, I mean, I could do this, make him block. I mean, I could actually just tank with all 3, which actually works as well. But if he has the burn, you know, we'll do this now. It's not the best use of it. Hey Mythic, how you going, man? How do you live? What? I haven't been streaming all night. I got up. I didn't sleep for long. I slept for maybe 4 hours or something, 4 or 5 hours. But yeah, I didn't stay awake all night. So let's have a look here. So we did get another resource, so that's nice because that allows me to do some more stuff. So we'll play this out just to see what we get because we still have these open. And then I guess I'll just tap this and attack in and see what he does. He's got one of. So he has a burn. Then anyway, look, he probably doesn't. Let's just see what happens. Just swing so I can sleep. And nothing in hand. GG. Okay. So yeah, it is game. Yeah, no, I haven't been up all night, Mythic. Yeah. I mean, I've done it before, but not till it's now almost 1 PM. That would be pretty crazy. So GG, we win the finals with this deck that Seiko said would lose in round 1. I'll bring it up after the when this is finished here. So let's close that. So GG to my opponent, and we win the 1-4-8-9.